Need my earphone in just a little bit. Okay, this is John Paul Rye. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. I'm doing this live. I heard this news that Amber Heard actually wants to edit video evidence. Now, I've been doing YouTube for quite a while. I've been making videos my whole life, and we all watch the news. And one of the biggest problems we have in society today is edited videos being passed around as fact and as context to get riled up about something. So obviously, Amber Heard wants to edit her videos for the court. Seems really, really silly to me. So we're going to get into that. I sent out some invites. Someone might pop in at some point. But for now, we're just going to chill and look at some information that came out on Twitter. And yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. We got a super chat already from Zen Master Me, red super chat, 99 cents. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. And there's not much more I can say except I appreciate that. No, good to see you, man. Zen's been supporting here for a long time. But Zen, we're talking about Amber Heard and how she wants to edit her confession. Kind of stupid, silly. What can I say? See who else is here. Kate Miller, what's up? How you doing? Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by on the last live. James, thank you for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. And Cement Shoes, thank you for stopping by. Much appreciated. So let's just roll right into this on Twitter and see what we got. Got to do a screen share, and I'm getting better at these screen shares. I used to suck at it, but now I can't quite say that. So, okay. Let's see what we got. Here it is. So we're going to take a look at a tweet from the real Laura B, who doesn't follow me. And okay, Laura, I mean, what can I say, man? She doesn't follow me, so that's a fact. And, I guess I'm a little bit silly about that kind of thing. Okay, here we are. Up. Almost screen sharing. I'm so sloppy. What's up, Kay? What's up, Humility? What's up, Zero Max? What's up, Lynn? Try again for my screen share. I got 28 people in the chat. 2 minutes. Not too shabby. Okay, there we have it. The nice little screen share. So let's see what we got here. Laura B, update. Johnny Depp vs. Amber Heard, Fairfax Heard opposes live link testimony during trial. She wants to edit and play deposition testimony that was recorded to save time, and then there will be no live cross. California limits depositions to 7 hours. So, okay. A deposition taken for the sole purpose of preserving a witness's testimony for use at trial instead of discovery. Parties frequently take the Benesse depositions after discovery has closed when they anticipate that a witness will be unavailable for trial. So she also links the Fairfax right here. Right here, she links it. So this is a very lengthy court document, so I'm not going to sit here and read it because we want to have, fun and talk about stuff. We don't want to read a bunch of text. But, the point is, I can't really imagine asking a court, like, I want to edit this information. I want to give a deposition, then I'll edit it so you can only hear what I want you to hear. That's, kind of a confession of guilt right there. That's a little bit sus if she wants to edit it. Excuse me, try again. That's a little bit sus that she wants to edit. If that's not a true indication that she's up to something, I don't know what is. Come on. What's up, Justice for Depp? Yeah, that is nuts, man. Why would you want to edit that? Unless you wanted to edit out things that you maybe made a mistake about, that you didn't want to, explain. Oh, that's just plain stupid. So, yeah, let's get into just a little bit here, So this is it. These are obviously court documents, and not to get sidetracked, totally, but the thing about the Marilyn Manson case is that we don't have these court documents and stuff like that for that case. We just have these allegations so far. So if you really could dive into the Manson case, we'd have these things, these documents, these official sheets, which we don't quite have yet. So that's definitely a pretty big difference in cases. You're the best for Justice Johnny. Thanks for your hard work. I'm not sure if I'm the best. I'm not the best as far as like information and, deep dives, but I'm kind of fun. I'm honest. I like to kind of get the community involved. I've had people in these live streams. I have really nice thumbnails. So I'd say I'm pretty good. The best, probably not. I mean, in some ways I'm the best, but in some ways there are people better than me. I'm not even that modest. I'm just saying it how it is. But yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that. What's up, Tammy? And what's up, Jose? Thank you for stopping by. Amber is the new spokesmodel for Depends Corporation. She lends a glamorous young face to older folks with problems in that area. I didn't hear about that. But if I did, I'll make a video because, somebody came around here and, they were saying like, whatchamacall, Amber Heard is canceled. They said, well, now that she's canceled, I'm like, whoa, she's not canceled. So Amber Heard is canceled in a way. She's canceled for the public, but she's not canceled for the corporations and, for the people who would hire her, for the talent agencies, for the agents. So she's not canceled at all. So the thing is, like the corporations and, I'm going to say the government and NGOs and anybody who has real power, billions of dollars, millions of dollars, doesn't care what the public think. We are just the people who buy and consume from them. Those are the people you get canceled by. Okay? So Amber Heard is like partially canceled because she's got tens of millions of fans who know the deal with her and will not buy her products and will not support her. But my point is, you're not canceled until the corporations and, the agencies and the music labels and the people who are paying you don't want to work with you. That's canceled. So Amber Heard is not officially canceled. We've got no word from Warner Brothers that she's gone. There's rumors flying around. I saw Come Geek Some put up a video that Forbes said she was replaced, by Abigail Clarke. Turns out that's old, from December 31st or something. So I jumped. I thought that was going to be an official thing. That's not an official thing from what I hear. So, we'll see. What's up, Humility First? Nice to see you. What's up, Frog Legs? How you doing? Sorry you couldn't get your comments last live stream, but I don't know what happened with that. Let's see. When you think AH cannot come up with anything else, I wonder what advice her lawyers give. Yeah, good point. I mean, you would think that fucking her lawyer would be, whatchamacall, giving her advice on that and being like, don't say that. But, anyway. What's up, Fordyce? How you doing? I don't want AH on screen again for 25 years. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't worry so much about that. I don't think she's going to have a big career. I mean, the whole, scope of Hollywood is kind of in this little bit of disarray where movie theaters are having trouble. Unfortunately, they shouldn't be having trouble because you could open movie theaters and have them one seat apart like we do in Japan. So I don't know what the fuck they're doing in America, having the schools closed, movie theaters closed forever. I get it. It's a serious thing and there are higher numbers than in some countries, but there are definitely some, pretty easy precautions you could take not to shut down the entire economy. Like just give out little rubbing alcohol for your hands and masks and movie theaters, and that's it, man. That's not going to really affect anything. So my point with that is that, the industry itself is in trouble, so that ultimately affects actors who are going to try to climb up that ladder in the industry like Amber Heard. And, like I said, Laura's not following me. I'm not following her because I followed her for months and she never followed back. So come on, Laura. Give me a follow. All right, let's see what we got here. So this is the official document, Johnny C. Depp in the court circuit of Fairfax County. I just want to pull myself up on screen on my phone so I can make sure that I'm seeing what you guys are seeing and everything's going right. So we will take a look in just a second And here we go. 67 people. What's up, everybody? And yeah, I don't see it. So, 67 people. What's up, Shiva? How are you doing? How are you doing? By the way, I invited some people, so we'll see what happens. We'll see who jumps in. Invited some YouTubers. Gonna try to, get some people like officials, channels, things like that, Okay, here we go. There it is. I got it, guys. I'm learning how to do this stuff. I can do it. I'm good. All right. What's up, Eve? How you doing? Nice to see you. What's up, Kay? Nice to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Fordyce, how are you? Do we think Amber will get jail time after this perjury? Yeah, it's hard to say because, like, honestly, like, when's the last time you saw somebody from Hollywood, a woman, even, more so, go to jail? I mean, can you even name one? So probably, I would say no. It's like very, very, very unlikely. Even if Australia convicts her, I mean, Australia is having their own problems with all kind of things in the world, and I just don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately. But, hopefully some kind of punishment will be given out. Hopefully we could at least get to the point where, she is, like I was saying before, legitimately canceled by the companies, by the managers, something we see happening with, let's say, Marilyn Manson. His record label dropped him, his agent dropped him. Gina Carano got fired from Disney for a fucking tweet, which was not her fault. I can't get into that now, but the point is she was canceled by Disney, by some agencies, by things like that. So we need Amber Heard to actually get canceled by corporations and companies, which would be, I guess, a good enough punishment. I think she claims she has, I don't know what she has in the bank. She's worth $9 million according to her net worth status, but if she doesn't have like so much money in the bank, that's not necessarily enough to last to the rest of her life. She's 34, so if she has like even half that in the bank, like $4 million or whatever, that, I mean, could last you a lifetime. But it seems like the way Amber Heard wants to live her life, it probably won't. So we want to get to the point where, she's got to work like most of us, because she is like most of us. She's a nobody. She's a regular person. She's a dishwasher. She's a waitress. She's a nobody. So hopefully we could get to that point where she has to just, that would be a punishment, I could see. So didn't L'Oreal, not that I know of. I think that would have been big news that everybody we watch would have covered. That Umbrella Guy, Nerdette's Newsstand, Yellow Flash. If she got fired by L'Oreal, you would see that news hit YouTube within 6 hours of it happening, if not faster. So I'm going to have to say the answer is no. I mean, even if YouTube videos sometimes have opinions, sometimes a little clickbaity, they still get out the basic facts, There's not any YouTubers I know covering this case who would outright, lie and cover some complete false information unless we say it outright. I sometimes cover it to point out that it's false, but not covering it and leading off that it's true. I saw a commercial that she was only in for a split second. Yeah, she's still in some commercials, still stuff like that. Yeah, nobody's buying. I'm not buying L'Oreal. I don't need L'Oreal for nothing. So they really put anyone in jail for perjury anymore? She has. Yeah, she's not. I mean, yeah, it's probably not going to happen. Yeah, not into the lockdowns. I just really, it's about time to. I just say get rid of them. It's getting suspicious at this point. For a year, okay. 8 months, okay. At this point, it's getting suspicious. What's the point? Come on, like people who are advocating lockdowns and making laws for lockdowns know damn well the middle class economy is taking a big hit that won't recover, and there's only a certain amount of time before the middle class starts to vanish. And it seems like that's what they want. And totally different topic for this channel, but since you mentioned it, yeah, it's very suspicious. I might, if I have time, start a second channel to talk political stuff because it's actually pretty important. Okay. There has been serious rumors for real that Amber is replaced? Okay, well, last time I looked that up from Forbes, I'll check that out, man. But what I heard was it was from December 31st and they rehashed it. But if Forbes says so, I'll check that out. I'll definitely cover the article. I made some Manson videos today, so I didn't quite get to some Johnny stuff. I figured I'd do a live about this, maybe make a video about this. But I'm looking into it, and I missed a few things this week, like how I.O. Tillett wanted to get out of his testimony, I think, so that's kind of interesting. I always love those I.O. Tillett videos, so maybe I'll get to that. Even if the news is a little old, it's okay. What's up, Clark? Hi, guys. I think that she is still on L'Oreal and movie because if they drop her, they may have huge settlements. Yeah, I think she's going to have to finish, like, whatever she's actually involved in right now. L'Oreal, I don't know, might have her contract. Maybe she's the spokesperson for like a 3-year period or something. That's another detail that we have to look into, so it might not be as easy as just getting her out of the contract. If she's not, she hasn't technically been found guilty by a court of law, so she has the legal basis to say, well, they can't fire me because I'm not actually found guilty. Well, actually, she can, I guess. We see other stars getting canceled for, their opinion, but I guess they have an excuse not to fire her because she hasn't been found guilty legally. This is some melon soda. Melon soda in Japan, it's green. It's really weird. See, it's green, but it's actually pretty good. It's because melons aren't green. Melons aren't actually green, so I don't know. It's kind of weird. But let's see what we got here. The parties worked for literally months to agree on a scheduling order to accommodate the unique issues of the you-know-what and the fact that the vast majority of witnesses are in California and other parts of the world. This was addressed by a robust deposition designation schedule coupled with settling a full-day hearing on May 5th for the court to rule on all the designations and objections so the parties will be able to edit the audio visuals and provide smooth, uninterrupted testimony in a much faster manner and ensure the trial will be completed within the 4 weeks set by the date. Okay, so, her argument, not really very late. So, basically her argument is that, well, it's going to take too long. My deposition's really long. So, let's edit it so things run smoother. But, like, obviously, the fucking problem with that is if you edit it, how do they know what got edited out? And, I can't imagine her talking for a long time. If, she's been already caught in all these lies, how is she going to keep talking for hours and hours and hours and hours and not get questions about it? Even if, let's just say we're in the Twilight Zone and Amber Heard is innocent, then, like, putting out some deposition that lasts for hours still hurts your credibility because you're probably not going to be able to cover all of those tracks and coincide stories like 9 years later, even with the truth. So, it's a pretty silly thing we have going on here. I have a bug. Sorry to hear that. I.O. Tillett is as unreliable as Amber. I can see why. Yeah, everybody Amber knows, I think, is pretty suspect. I can't say that Stephen King is, whatchamacall, like, friends with her, but, like, obviously he supported her publicly, so there is that. But I guess some certain people out in the industry I wouldn't quite say is, like, completely unreliable because of Amber Heard. Like, Stephen King I wouldn't say is, like, completely unreliable because of Amber Heard, but, it definitely really lowers his fucking credibility. So then we have, of course, Evan Rachel Wood, and I still don't know their exact connection, but obviously they've taken a picture together. Obviously, Erin Rachel Wood said good things about Amber, so it's hard to tell, but obviously they know each other. They communicate. We have no idea what they said over the last 2 years to each other, so, let's see. Amber Heard is a liar. She's going to get found out, and soon then there will be an avalanche of information and it will all come out. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it has been coming out, so we shall see what happens. We shall see what happens. I mean, plenty is out right now, and that's why a lot of the fans have already kind of canceled her. Stephen King complimented Amber Heard on Twitter about a month and a half ago after The Stand came out, and Stephen King also was obviously okay with Amber Heard being in The Stand pretty recently. So it's not a huge connection, but, you know, he has 6.5 million followers. So putting that information out in public is as good as anything else. News story, article, whatever it is. So when you put positive information out about Amber Heard very recently in public for 6.5 million people, well, that means you support her, basically. So that's what Stephen King has to do with it. And, you know, we've got a lot of Stephen King fans, and that's cool. You know, the guy's in his 70s already, and that might have something to do with it all. So he's probably not sitting here on social media watching every single detail and everything. But, you know, hurt his credibility, and it hurt his, I think, fan base for a lot of people. So while Stephen King is not, like, directly involved in anything, then, you know. No, not that. Not that. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got here. So Mr. Depp's last-minute blanket request to suddenly change the process to have all these witnesses who have been deposed, plus those who have not, a total in excess of 65 individuals testify live by audiovisual, means a trial without regard to the audiovisual deposition testimony that has been ongoing extensively and is scheduled over the next 2 months. The discovery cutoff will wreak havoc on the current process and will significantly increase the length of the trial. Okay, so I get it. So, you know, Johnny's got like 65 people that he could call to give evidence against Amber Heard, and they want to edit that all. So it's not just her like testimony, it's also, you know, Johnny's witnesses. And that's more of a technical question for somebody who knows court cases better, but my gut feeling would be this is a serious court case. It cost Johnny tens of millions of dollars or whatever it was, millions and millions. So to say, you know, we want to save some time on hearing these, you know, court case, these testimonies, that doesn't really sit so well with me. It's not, this isn't something where, like, you know, I'm suing my neighbor for flattening my car tire for like $1,200, and we don't want the court to sit through like, you know, 8 hours about that and take up time for the next case. This is a fucking huge, one of the biggest cases right now in the world. So I think hearing all the information would be pretty important, actually. Diamond Knight, what's up? Thank you so much for that super chat. Did you see Iowa's latest Instagram post about wanting kids? I think that's the best choice for a parent considering how he betrayed and usually... No, I did not see that. And, yeah, it's so complicated with these transgender issues today. It's like, you know, one of the reasons Gina Carano got fired was because she didn't want to put pronouns in her Twitter profile, which is outright ridiculous, I'd say. I mean, we're getting to the point where if, like, I say something not even negative about transgender or homosexuality, then I could be fired from a job? That's insane. That's really insane. Like, anybody in their right mind should see there's something very wrong with that. You know? Like, hate speech is one thing. If you say something violent against them, yeah, absolutely. Maybe you fire that person because you might think they're a violent person. You might think they might act on that and get arrested while they're working for a company. But if you just say, I don't want to put pronouns in my profile on Twitter, and you get fired, and that's part of the reason, well, that's basically fascism. That's basically a terrible way to go for this society. And hopefully a lot of more people could wake up to it. I might cover it in this channel. It's just that, you know, we're really deep into issues about entertainment and celebrities and that. So it's really kind of left field, but I might get into it a little bit. So my point was, even if I said something bad about somebody transgendering, maybe wanting a kid, or negative, that's just my opinion, I'm liable to get, hit for that somehow. Community strike, whatever it is. So it's real touchy, and we'll see. But that's interesting. Thank you. Tanya, I agree. You tell me. Let's try that again. It's live. I can't edit it. Tanya, I agree. You can tell how she was before she'd been married. Johnny, by her eyes, her speech, the way of moving, you can tell she was very vain. What's up, Captain Obvious? How you doing? Thank you for that super chat one more time. It is appreciated. I got a little cough. Nobody's coming on my live. I'm unpopular. I sent out so many invites. Let's see, real quick, I'll go through my invites. I invited Les, Dr. Soup, also known as Shelby, Darth News, That Umbrella Guy, Gary Robinson, Rob's Rules, Stevie J. Raw, my friend Nina, and so far, nobody has gotten back to me. Well, Nina said she can't make it, but that's about it. So, I also sent Tristan an invite, and she just never, ever. Never, I don't know. Once in a while, she's like, okay, let's do it. And then I just never hear from her because she's off social media. So I'm not going to complain anymore. Gary, guys, can I half watch? Yeah, no, I'm only 26 minutes in, and I'll be chilling until whenever. As long as it's like a pretty good group of people here, then I'll chill out. If audience starts to go down and down and down, and people are getting tired, then that's cool. So, But anyway, let's see. Let's see what else we got. Ms. Heard asked this court to deny Mr. Depp's blanket request to permit all non-party witnesses, including expert witnesses, to be permitted to testify at trial by live audiovisual means, and instead consider appropriateness of any witness seeking to testify live by audiovisual means on a case-by-case basis, considering all the circumstances, including whether they were identified and contact information provided with sufficient time to dispose them in advance of trial, whether the parties have already taken the deposition of the individual, in this case, consistent with the parties' earlier agreement on the Bene Esse depositions, whether the sides seeking their audiovisual testimony objected to or otherwise tried to block their deposition by the other side, and the circumstances given rise to the party being unable to attend the trial in person, and whether there is good cause, a process can be established at the March 10th pretrial hearing, in this case, that is fair and equitable to the parties, meet standards set forth by the Rule 127. Okay, so, they will discuss it, basically. They will discuss it, basically. But, yeah, that is it. That is it. That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, it depends on what they edit, but how would you know, exactly what they edit out, So let's see. The judge or jury will not be impressed by how she straight up lied about donating to charity. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be so much against her. I just can't imagine how she could get out clean. And, that's why a lot of people have the theory that, they're possibly smearing Marilyn Manson because they want to make Johnny look guilty by association. And, to be fair, I've heard in this community before, basically, when people talk about Evan Rachel Wood, and for the people who think she's lying and they know that she defended Amber Heard, they say things like, birds of a feather flock together. And, well, if you're going to say that about them, then you're forced to say it about Johnny and Marilyn Manson. You can't say that about, Evan Rachel Wood and Amber Heard if you don't also think that about Marilyn Manson. And that's what they want you to think. They want you to think that, oh, Johnny's friends with an abuser, so, maybe he must be an abuser. Maybe he must know about it. So they want guilt by association, and that's one of the reasons that I'm going to remain skeptical about Evan Rachel Wood and all the others until more actual evidence like, Johnny has against Amber comes out. I'll leave open the possibility Marilyn Manson did out. That's a possibility. I'm never going to say I don't think he did it at all, ever. I can't say that, but, you know, got to see more at this point. Yeah, it's, well, it is and it isn't, because, you know, Evan Rachel Wood has been accusing an abuser since 2018, but Amber Heard's been accusing Johnny since 2016. So their timelines line up pretty good. So it's out of the blue that she named him now. So it can feel like it's been something she's building up to. And as far as the other witnesses, you know, people say, like, lost my train of thought for a second. Okay, so people say there's like 10 women coming out against Marilyn Manson. Amber Heard says maybe 20. But, you know, out of all these women, then somebody's got to have something. You know, somebody's got to have something. Or else, I mean, I'll say, hey, I'll listen to your story. You know, I'll listen to your story, absolutely. But at some point, out of the more people we have, the more evidence that there should be. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. We got to think about that. Gold Diggers Incorporated. Gold Diggers Incorporated. Okay, so yeah, they could be. And you know what I was thinking just the other day is I was thinking this. Basically, all right, I had this in my head this morning. I haven't really looked too hard into it, but you don't see women on the same wealth level and fame level, you know, accusing men. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the things I was thinking about is, let's say we all know Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher were in a marriage. Now, let's say Demi Moore accused Ashton Kutcher of the abuse. Well, she's got really she can't go up from there, because, you know, she's much more famous and much more rich than he is. Let's say, you know, that Angelina Jolie accused Brad Pitt of abuse. Well, that would be more convincing, because she can't really go up from there. They're pretty even. They're both huge stars. You know, let's say someone like Oprah Winfrey accused her husband of abuse. I'd be like, yeah, that could be true, because she's like, I think she's a fucking billionaire. So she can't go up from there. So, like, when you're accusing up, there's always a little bit of suspicion in that. Anyone find an example? I'd love to look at cases where the woman who was in the higher position of wealth or on the same level accused the man, and I would find that more believable personally. You know, I haven't seen it. Maybe there is. La Shiva, thank you so much for that super chat. If I'm not mistaken, you say like the same thing like all the time, or most of the same thing. But I mean, which is cool. I've got no complaints about that. You could feel free to say whatever you want. But I'm just wondering. The Depp Soldiers thing. It's kind of like your motto, like your campaign, your own narrative there, which is cool. Just kind of curious, because, you know, I read comments fast, so I can't always absorb everything. But yeah. Thank you so much for that super chat. That is much appreciated. Okay. So I got a response from that umbrella guy. Maybe he'll pop on. Maybe not. We'll see. Let me respond to him real quick. I don't want to read it because it's a personal message. It's not anything private, but I'll just say, you know, if you come on, that would be fantastic. He's out doing something, shopping. I don't know. He's a father. So, you know. All right. I watched a video on Goth Lifestyle. The young lady was explaining that obeying and cutting was a big part of the scene. Yeah, we might have watched the same video. There's a couple of pretty big videos going on. There's a girl who's got like 150,000, you know, subscribers or something. And she talked about the goth scene. She wasn't on Manson's side. She wasn't against Manson. But, you know, she was just pretty much talking about the goth scene. And she kind of said how what Manson and what these girls were doing, according to the allegations, was normal for the goth scene. And even the thing where he said he was going to smash her face in with a sledgehammer was kind of like the normal talk. You know, I don't know, maybe talk is more sensitive these days, but I'd always say stuff like, oh, I'll kill you if you do that, or I'll kick your ass, or I'll smash your head in. And you just said these things to your brother, your mother. It was just something you said. He said it, you know, in a worse context than like casually. But if you get my drift, it's not like off the hook for someone to say something violent like that, you know, as an expression, usually to somebody you love. Like, oh, I'll kill you if you do this. I'll kill you if you break up with me. Or, you know, I'll kill myself if we ever part. And you just say things like that and you don't really mean it. You know, then they break up and then someone gets a new girlfriend or boyfriend. But the point is, people speak like that, you know? So anyway, let's see. Getting back to this Amber Heard thing for a second. There's a bunch of text here. I don't want to like go through a wall of text on a live, so just try to catch some like key points here. But basically, what I get is that, you know, she didn't want to edit her original deposition from 2016. She wants to edit like all these defendants that are coming out for Johnny. So, okay. I mean, still, I'd say let the court edit them. Let's a neutral party edit them. And, you know, let's like get it all together, get it in text and see what's going on. So then when we edit it, like they'll still have the full context. I would assume that Amber wants to edit it so they don't really get the full context and, you know, they just get kind of the least incriminating part of the evidence. But 6 months after the face smash comment, Rachel Wood agreed to marry him. All right, that's interesting. So, all right, let me also say this. Think about it. So, think about it. Think about this for a second and really, really think about this and take it to heart. So, before this Marilyn Manson news came out, you know, a lot of us and me here was covering Amber Heard like every day. And we still will. Absolutely. Absolutely. And we're going to cover a ton. But think about how the information got disrupted. And now we're talking about Marilyn Manson. So if you're out there and you were covering Amber Heard, and now you're covering Marilyn Manson saying he's guilty, he's guilty, he's guilty, think about what you're doing. Now you're taking your Amber narrative. You're not going against it. You're not changing your mind, but you're disrupting your evidence and your, you know, opinion about how Amber Heard's guilty with now an opinion how Marilyn Manson might be guilty. So look at what's happening. Don't always look at like the accusations, whether you believe somebody. Look at what's happening because this came out. And that there, I think, goes towards evidence that it might be a smear. I mean, that would be the goal. That would be the goal. If Amber Heard called up Erin Rachel Wood and said, you know, obviously, as you could see, sweetheart, I've got this problem, you know, and is there any way you could help me? She's like, well, I'll come out and I'll say, you know, I'll name Marilyn Manson now before the court case. And Amber Heard's like, yeah, that would be good because, you know, that would take attention off me. And, you know, then people would start making videos and writing articles about Marilyn Manson and not about Amber Heard. So you see how that works. Anyway, just something to think about. You know, there was also this article from The Sun I'm going to go over on the channel where, you know, The Sun, I know. We all believe The Sun. So The Sun wrote an article about Marilyn Manson, and they had the girl from Game of Thrones who said she got, you know, whip marks on her back from that. And, well, all they showed was like the picture of her skin on her back. It was like a circle. And there was really no way to even know that that was her back, let alone know that he did it. So if you compare that to the pictures Johnny took of his finger, he had half his body in the stretcher and you see his finger off, right? So, you know, if Johnny Depp just put out a picture of his finger and no medical report and, you know, no shot where you could see himself in the picture, well, that's a lot less incriminating, but he didn't. He put out his picture with the, you know, finger in the picture. Yeah, people also telling me that the Marilyn Manson attack was coordinated. The timing. I'm going to go 50-50 on that because people correctly pointed out that, you know, whatchamacall, they will come out after one person comes out and takes the lead. So that's fair. But at the same time, yes, it is seemingly coordinated, you know. No mercy for false accusers. Yeah, and we got to know it's false. You know, I mean, I can't say it's false yet. I will never say 100% he didn't do it, but you know, it's getting to the point where we need more. We need to get to the second step here. I mean, if you think about it, she already took the first step by going to Congress. So the first step had been taken already. So although there wasn't a name, she already put it out there that, you know, she was abused. So we're already need to move to phase 2, the evidence. We're still on phase 1, the allegations. Phase 2 is the evidence. So we'll see what happens. And like you guys can see right now in real time, in real life, talking about Amber Heard is getting disrupted by talking about Marilyn Manson. And that could be part of their plan. I would not put that, you know, I would not put that theory to bed. That is definitely what could happen. So now the conversation shifted to Marilyn Manson. So this is kind of what Amber wants. We're not going to ever give up on Amber. I'm going to catch up on Amber this week, probably at least 2, 3, 4, 5 videos, whatever it is. But, you know, unfortunately, we're also going to be talking about Evan Rachel Wood because that's going on too now. Yeah, let's get back to topic. See what I'm saying? So, honestly, the topic is kind of fizzled a little bit because, like, there isn't, like, too much more I could say about her wanting to edit evidence. It's a technical point. So we'll see what happens. We could see what some people on Twitter are saying about it. That could be good. But yeah, by the way, live streams never stay on topic for too long. You know, you see this all the time. Live streams basically go off topic at some point. So, you know, I probably talked on this for about 25, 30 minutes, which is way more than many videos are on topic. So at some point, lives, you know, can't stay on topic forever. But yeah, we'll always go in and out of it. And, you know, also, the best way to stay on topic is when people ask questions about the topic. So if the questions in the chat start to go off topic, then I follow the chat too. So, you know, but like I said, we could see what people are saying about this right here, which is always an interesting thing that I like to do. Let's see. So, let's see how many comments. Okay, so she got quite a few comments of people talking about it. So let's see. I might have to do that screen share right there. Yeah, we will. Yeah, okay, so let's get back to it. Let's get back to our little Amber T. I could say Amber T. I don't like calling her the full T word because I don't know. I just don't like doing it because it kind of incriminates me as like a hater and this kind of thing. So I kind of want to, I'm not above that level. I enjoy making fun of people that deserve it, but I don't want to call it the T word just because, you know, it kind of makes me look a little worse. And I want to come up from more of like a moralistic and truthful standpoint. I do make fun of her. I mean, you put like her with yellow teeth and things, so I just don't want to go totally overboard. So let's see. Patty C says, is this for him, too, or just witness? Not sure exactly what that means. Laura B says, third-party witnesses, not John. Okay, so yeah, to be clear, Amber Heard wants to edit the third-party witnesses, not Johnny and not her. So, do we think that's fair? I mean, okay, so that's better than wanting to edit her own deposition, which I'm sure she'd love to edit anyway, but she'd probably know she can't. Okay, I mean, yeah. Like I said, I think the solution would be to give the full evidence, have somebody in the court watch it, the judge, both lawyers at the same time, so they know that there's no funny business going on with the editing. What's up, Debbie? Hi, John. Just joined. That's exactly what I thought. Find it strange how all this came out with MM. Yeah, it is strange. It's not an opinion. The timing's strange. There's no way to get around that. So, you know, that's one thing the side has to deal with who thinks Marilyn Manson is guilty. Let's see. I don't think she ever gave him those tapes. Sadly, I foresee them only being a mystery. Okay, let's see. Got a message. See if what's up? Okay, so Shelby's not coming. It's impossible for me to get guests, but it's okay. So real quick, on a side note about the channel, it's possible that I will actually be free on Monday mornings coming up. It's about 50-50, and in that case, I could do lives every Sunday and plan it out and invite people and actually be able to stick to a time. So that might be good. But anyway, getting back to Twitter, time to freak out. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what that is. I wonder if she will dare oppose that motion too. I didn't know you could do a poll in like regular comments. It's interesting. Thanks for information. Thank you, Laura. And that's it. Those are all her comments on this issue. So, you know, it's not a huge issue. It's just, I think, something that was definitely worth looking at. And I'll definitely probably just make a video about it at some point. Can Amber divert the focus of her, but she cannot deny... Amber can divert the focus of her, but she cannot deny the evidence against her come the court case. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that, you know, it's going to be an attention grab, an attention suck from Amber Heard about Marilyn Manson, but when the court case comes, there's not going to be too much they could say about it, you know? Like, Marilyn Manson has video of Thanksgiving, and, you know, they say, not they, but Amber Heard and her side say Johnny Depp's this monster, and Marilyn Manson could testify that he's not this monster because Marilyn Manson's known him so long, but if Marilyn Manson has these allegations against him, then his testimony doesn't look so great, does it? So, you know, when people say these cases aren't connected, they are connected. I mean, that's a fact. This is one of Johnny's witnesses being smeared. It doesn't get much more connected than that. It's like in a mob case where they go after the jury. You know, they're trying to go, you know, like around the edges here and see what they could do. They're trying to influence the case by outside sources, basically. So they are definitely connected. The actual evidence versus evidence isn't connected. Marilyn Manson has nothing to do with whether Amber Heard got abused or not. No, those actual facts aren't connected. However, what is connected is the overall scope of what's going on, and these two cases are definitely connected. I can't see that that's an opinion. A recent photo of JD in Toronto has resurfaced showing him with a swollen eye. I'll have to check that out. Thank you so much. And by the way, anybody can send me stuff on Twitter, and I'll sometimes do shout outs. Cindy, what's up? Cindy, nice to see you. Cindy Bryden, where are you? Sends me stuff, and somebody else sends me stuff. I forget names. I know everybody, you know, but I forget names, especially if you don't have a picture. You got to get a picture, guys. Really, really got to get a picture. So, what's her name? Someone else sends me on Twitter too, and I do shout outs when I can. Got a shout out coming up for Cindy, but it's actually for someone else who sent it, so I got confused. Send me a link if you did it on Monday. That was probably not for me. What's up, Amy? Nice to see you. Appreciate your comments on my channel. So yeah, I'm gonna move the stream for a minute because yeah, maybe Evan made some dumb decisions in the past that are now embarrassing her and has reframed it as abuse. As for AH, she has demonstrated that she cannot be trusted. Edit videos, hell no. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing, is that somebody pointed out, and somebody said something similar, that maybe they're embarrassed of what they did. They want to have more of a clean look for this more liberal day and age now, and they don't want to be associated with Marilyn Manson in their past, and they're coming out and saying it's abuse now. That's a possibility. You know, that's a possibility, because like I said, I don't doubt that some, you know, stuff happened behind closed doors that was maybe uncomfortable, and maybe a few things that were not consentful happened. But this video I watched with the goth chick said, you know, when you're actually, you know, getting with somebody and hooking up, people don't ask each other what, you know, they can do every step of the way. People just kind of go with the natural flow and do things. You know, even when you kiss someone, like you see in movies, like, can I kiss you? But come on, like, who would say, like, can I kiss you? I would never say that to somebody. That would, like, I mean, maybe in certain cases, but I think in most cases it just naturally happens, and then things naturally happen. And, you know, as far as like the bite marks, I don't know, you know, that's something that could naturally happen too. My son, once in a while, when they were younger, bit me before they knew any better, 3, 4, and they leave marks, It happens. Let's see. Should Amber Turd never be allowed to make another penny again? Should her treachery be the end? No. I'd say no. I mean, not, but I think it depends on what she would be doing. You know what I mean? Like, if other stars are getting canceled, like Gina Carano's a great example. Gina Carano, who got fired from Disney for her political tweet. If she can't make money from certain corporations, then Amber should be canceled in the same way for doing something way worse. Amber Heard disrupted true abuse victims, and she really caused some disruption. All Gina Carano did was a tweet about an opinion and got fired from what I'm going to assume is like a, triple figure salary TV show. So I would say we just need fair punishment. She has the right to work in the United States and to work. Criminals have the right to work. If you do a horrible, violent crime and go to jail, you come out and you can still get a job anywhere. You can do anything. So the answer is no. She should be allowed, to move on and do her work. But if you do the live, send me the link. I'm not sure what link exactly you're talking about. So, yeah. Right. Pedro Pascal did the same thing and Disney didn't fire him. Similar with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp got accused of abuse and they fired him. Amber Heard got accused and nothing happened. So it's the same. It's a double standard we got to get rid of. So the punishment is like, a separate issue from the double standard. Double standard is more important to get rid of than the actual punishment. Okay, let's see. Right. Yeah, so somebody sent me a link of the video. So let's see. Let's go to YouTube here. And so yeah, I guess we're kind of officially off topic right now, but there's nothing I can do about it because lives kind of get off topic. But anyone who's got any questions about Amber Heard, let it rip, and those will be answered. But as you can see, my point of Amber Heard getting overshadowed by Marilyn Manson is kind of taking effect in real life. And that's, I think, could be part of her point. So, or not her point, but part of her plan, I should say. Right? So, this was a video here. It's called My Weekend with Marilyn Manson. And I'm not going to play the video, but this girl here says she spent the weekend with him when she was 18 and that she goes into that, they had sex and it was like these girls said as far as what happened physically, but his attitude was a lot different than the girl said. So if this happened to her and this is truthful, then I think that would make sense. Oh, okay. And she's the one whose video I saw about the biting who says, well, think about it, guys. Like when you're with somebody intimately, you don't ask every step of the way. You just kind of do things to each other. Maybe after the act is over, you talk about it, and you say, hey, how was that? How was this? But when you're actually doing the act, then, you just do things naturally. And I don't think anyone's come out and said that I told them to stop or something like that. So anyway. Oh, Lord. So what's up, Wendy? She got a phishing email where they were looking for former acquaintances with a grudge. The wording insinuated. Oh, Abigail wants to come on for a minute? Okay, if she wants to, yeah. Yeah, why not? So just send me a DM on Twitter if you want to. Okay, and if anyone's got those pictures of, here, you know what, Abigail? I'm going to put it in the link for a minute, but it's only going to be you. It's not an open invitation, but if Clarke wants to come in, there it is. You could come in for a little bit because I've actually wanted to talk to you for a little while, so we'll see what happens. And you know, I do lives like kind of. I have like an open panel, but sometimes I want to concentrate on the issues and just my own commentary, or have like other like known YouTubers, because sometimes I have someone on and like their sounds so they're walking around, and you know, I just sometimes want to have it like nice and clean. And there's some people I've seen around here for years that I want to get a chance to talk to, you know, that I never have. So, you know, I'm open once in a while. And maybe one time I'll just do like some open live and we'll just chill out. But I want to try to stick on topic too. Blue Flame, I don't know about here in the US. They really should, but I think Australia is wanting to do it. What, the perjury thing? Okay. So, yeah, there's something about Toronto. I got to get into that with Amber Heard in Toronto. But from what I understand, there's like not a lot of information out on Toronto, or, you know, there's, she doesn't want that out for some reason, and people are waiting for those to come out, like the Toronto tapes. So, you know, hopefully they'll come out one day. I'm going to take a little break. Here's some lemon sour. It's actually not so bad. So the only problem with her going to jail is that we will have to pay for her. Well, I guess y'all in the United States will have to pay for her. I mean, we won't in other countries. So there's that. But yeah, that is a problem. You know, I think Japan here only has like 5 jails or something, like 6. Like they have such few jails here. It's really insane. I don't know if it's like that low, but there's so few jails. I think America's got thousands and thousands, and it's got like these private jails and things like that. And Japan is so low on jails. It's really kind of fascinating, you know. Yeah, they could do that. I mean, there's so much that hasn't actually come out yet as far as like real, like scientific based proof that we can have, you know. On Monday, because I have work. Yeah, if I'm around, Clarke, you can come on, because I've never actually got a chance to talk to you. So, yeah. That's okay. That's okay. Let's see. Yeah, my stomach's growling a little because I eat and I still get hungry, but nothing I can do about it. Maybe I'll have a croissant. She didn't give him the recordings from Toronto. She kept asking her on the other recording, and she said she would. I wonder if they are somewhere in the cloud and he can subpoena them. Yeah, I don't know if you could like actually subpoena a recording, but that would be nice. Bring on May. What a hell of a time it's going to be for AG. That's all I've been waiting for. The judge should see right through her. JD is a good, strong man. Love how Adam is really kicking ass. Yeah, Adam Waldman has actually been off Twitter since January 22nd. So, yeah, that's what I've been saying about him, you know? Like, obviously, a lot of people on Amber's side will, you know, say that Adam Waldman tweets. So you've all heard it. Adam Waldman tweets so much. He's blowing up social media, spreading all this bullshit. But Adam Waldman hasn't been on Twitter since January 22nd, and he takes these really long breaks. Then he goes on Twitter for like, I don't know, like 5 or 6, you know, posts in a row. Then he goes off Twitter for like weeks, even months. So their narrative is really fucked up, actually. You know, he's one of like the best people in this whole thing. One of the straightest shooting people in this whole thing. I mean, the guy is seems like a really stand-up guy, you know. I can't say he can't lie, but he seems like a stand-up guy, man. He's like a very trustable person. So let's see. I actually have his Twitter here. Maybe I could bring that up. But I also got sent pictures by Cindy, actually, which I'll check out. I guess I'll check out the private message because it's nothing personal. It's just the pictures. So, and as a quick little side note, like, hold on, as a quick little side note, as far as like private messages, because there's like some controversies about those, is don't ever say anything in a private message that you wouldn't want to get out ever. Because like it used to feel to me that like emails and private messages were private. And I could talk a little bit different in private messages and emails than I do, like, say, in a video, in a chat anybody could see, and in public. But the fact is, there's really no legal thing saying you can't use emails and private messages that people sent you. So anytime I answer something in a private message, I'm always ready to defend it, or I take a little bit more of a controversial side, but I'm always in the mindset that this could get out. This person has the right to show people the private message. So don't get mad if somebody says something from a private message. You can only get mad morally at them. So unfortunately, but I'm going to show Cindy's because she's got these photos in here and there's nothing private that nothing private we're talking about here. So hold on one second and we will get to that. Yes, Nitro's Gal, hit that like button. Thank you so much. It helps. It helps. I don't really say it enough. So I mean, once in a while I say hit that like button, but so here we are on the Twitter, and this one you could see he's got the bruises here. It's not the clearest photo, but it's obviously, he's bruised there. It's pretty obvious, even though it's not a very clear photo. It's pretty obvious. Okay, so here's a zoom in on it. And yeah, that's pretty dang blurry, but you could see it. So, I mean, yeah. And here we have the finger. But I think that I saw this finger. There's one picture of him on a stretcher that you could see his finger. Now, what he should have, and I have to be fair, is he should have his picture with his hand holding it up with his face where you could see his full arm connected to his body and his face with the finger gone. So that's what should happen. That's what he should have. To be fair, I have to be fair. Because if I criticize the people going against Marilyn Manson, then I've got to hold the same standards of evidence. Okay? So, well, I lost my train of thought. Someone said Star Wars. But okay. So what I was saying is, like, I've got to hold the same standards for everybody. And what I'm going to say is this. Pictures are good, but what you really need is physical photographs, because physical photographs can't be faked in the same way. A physical photograph dates because the paper dates. Now, there was a big controversy with the U.S. election in 2020 that I can't talk about, but you can imagine what I'm going to say also relating to that, is that there's forensic evidence you can do on paper. So if you have something that's paper, like a photo or something else that's paper, you can forensically examine that paper and see the date, and you can see that that paper's aged, and you can also see who touched that paper. So if you have a digital photo, you can change the dates on that. You can manipulate that. You could Photoshop it. But if you have a Polaroid that's like fucking 4 years old, that's unfakeable. The age of that paper cannot be faked. That would take some real, science lab genius multi-million-dollar shit to probably fake that. And it can't even be done. So if you get my drift, even photos that are digital are not great evidence because they can be manipulated. So I don't know what Johnny has here are these photographs he took and got developed. And if you have photos developed, you have a witness who developed the photos, even better. So, you know, we're living in times where unfortunately the evidence has to be held to a pretty high standard, you know? So yeah, so thank you, Cindy, for those pictures. We will keep taking a look. And yeah, these got out, and I honestly think, this is my opinion, but I honestly think, yeah, Jane, thank you for stopping by. I honestly think that he looks more genuine in these pictures than Amber does in her pictures. I mean, she looks like kind of genuine, but like on a scale from 1 to 10, as far as someone looks like absolutely upset about these pictures, then I'd say, yeah, Johnny looks a lot more upset. Let's see. So Cindy says, in your live stream, someone mentioned pictures of Johnny with a bruised eye. You may have seen them already, but in case you didn't, here are the ones I could find. Yeah, I've seen these, but I didn't have them offhand, so that's great. The above pictures was taken on the Orient Express. Isn't that a Chinese restaurant? Okay. The below photos, I believe, were taken on the same day his finger was cut off. Okay. Okay, here it is. So he's in the stretcher here. And yeah, okay, it's this finger right here. So he's got his face. It's obviously him. He doesn't look too happy. And you could see the photograph is connected. So, you know, some of the ones that came out about Marilyn Manson just had the, you know, the wounds. They just had the cuts. No face connected. You know, and there's plenty of ways you can connect your face to a super chat. Just kidding. Thank you so much for that super chat, Eve. I appreciate it. Super sticker. And I always like to take a look at these super stickers. The screen's small right now, unfortunately. But we're going to take a look at that super sticker real quick because you deserve it. You actually deserve it. Keep it up. Okay, so the super sticker says, keep it up. It's very small, but you guys go, there it is. Keep it up. Keep up my super sticker. Thank you so much, Eve. Thank you for the membership. It is greatly, 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 greatly appreciated. So I'll leave that up there for a minute. I totally forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah, it was about Johnny Depp and pictures. So he's got these pictures where he's got the full body, he's got the injury, and that's great. So I was actually having a conversation with Cindy, and she sent me some other pictures about how you could prove, you know, the abuse without showing your face, right? Like right here, without showing your face that it's you. And, you know, you could show it here with a mirror. So there's ways you can do that. But, you know, if it's like the abuse is near some part of your body that you don't want people to see, you could just like censor that one part of your body out. Like if you censor your private parts, it's not like someone's gonna be like, that's a fake photo. Like obviously people are gonna censor out their private parts, you know, or you take it with the private parts included and you show it to the lawyer and, you know, whatever, you know, I mean, if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. If it's like you've seriously been abused and there's millions of dollars at stake, then yeah, maybe you want to just suck it up and show that. Especially if it's going to be like a very like, you know, closed showing, or if you could sign a contract or something where they're not going to show it to the public or the jury, but you might want to have it, you know, showed to the judge and the lawyers so the lawyers can confirm to the jury that they've seen it, which is, you know, a reliable source. What's up, Brandon? How you doing, Johnny Lewis? Yeah, thank you again for that super sticker. Thank you, Eve. It is much appreciated, but I got to move on. But I'll leave it up there. So, yeah, interesting stuff. And like I said, you know, the two cases aren't actually technically legally related, but you could see how things come up from these cases, and you could make, certain assumptions, and you could have certain things pointed out. Like before this case here, I didn't really think about like how Johnny Depp presented his finger evidence, and I didn't really think about Tristan stopping in. I emailed Tristan like 4 times, and she emails me back, but it's just never like, let's do it. And the problem is, I'll email her right now, and if she doesn't jump on, it's the last straw, and I'm going to be mad, and I'm going to go dislike a Nerd That's Newsstand video. How about that? How do you like that? I'm going to dislike a Nerd That's Newsstand video, and you're going to have to deal with a dislike. So, okay. Nerdette, you should go live with John. Wow. Of course. So, let's see. I'm going to give her a link. So I wish that Tristan would get on like some kind of social media. I don't love Twitter. We've got some political views we share that we don't like Twitter, but there's some good reasons to stay on Twitter. There's some really good reasons to stay on Twitter. And one of the reasons is you got to sometimes beat them at their own game. All right, so I sent her a link. Maybe she'll stop by. I'm very lonely today because I'm in Japan and I don't have anyone alive. That umbrella guy might stop by. We might have Tom from Midnight After Dark, who you guys might or might not know, but he's actually pretty big in the community covering Star Wars and Marvel. I'm so bad, I promise I'm working. Everyone's always working. Everyone's always working. Working on a Saturday night? That's terrible. I won't say what your job is. Okay, maybe. But yeah, everyone's always working. All right, maybe tomorrow night, same time. But now I might be busy with kids tomorrow night. It's my life. It never works out. My life is horrible. But should I link Tristan's channel? She's on 20,000 subscribers. If I link your channel, you'll get like 3 more subscribers. So I would, but I mean, maybe. If one of my mods can. Okay, you're a nurse. There we go. My wife's a nurse. So don't give me the nurse thing. I know about nurses. Now, I know they're busy, but I'm going to take a wild guess that my wife is busier than you because she works in a hospital in Tokyo, which is one of the largest populated cities in the world, and they get nonstop patients. But I'm sure maybe you're busy too with the current situation, with what's going on in the world. But in general, whatever state you're in, it's not a bigger hospital and busier hospital than my wife works in. So, haha, I got you. But maybe you could prove me wrong. I'm awesome. I got awesomer. We get better. So, like, the thing is, with Nerdette's Newsstand, I subscribed on 154. I was your 154 subscriber because I remember she used to do moderate someone else's live, who at the time was huge because he had like 400 subscribers, and like our videos have like gotten better and better. So my videos used to be so cringy. They're so bad. I left them up there for some reason. I left my videos up there, and my first videos are so bad. So I know Tristan is maybe a little bit of a different opinion than I am a Marilyn Manson, so it'll be a good talk. Like I said, I'm kind of like more 60-40 on his side, but I'm open to, I'm open to the fact that he did it. I wouldn't be shocked if it came out he did it, So I bet so. I work in oncology. I don't even know what that is. I'll just be honest. I forgot what that means. So if someone wants to put in the chat like what that is in plain English, that would be good because, Nerdette, you do the best sarcasm. I guess so. I don't know. Americans do sarcasm. How long? It took me about, I don't know, 5 months to get like 100. The first 100 goes really slow, Okay. You know what? Yeah, my wife works in that sometimes too. So, yeah. Oh, man, I saw that. I was like, whoa, what's going on here? People starting to hate the channel. All right, no, I got it. Yeah. He's being investigated. Right, I heard that. So if that investigation comes out, I think going to be a very important thing. If that comes out and the police find something, they take his computer, they get some videos he didn't want people to see from his point of view. He's hitting them. He's, you know, doing shit. Then okay, we'll see what happens, you know. So right now, all I'm saying is that, you know, we are at the point where we have to move to the next stage, right? We're at the point now we've got the allegations, but now we have to move to the phase of the serious evidence. I keep switching this because my ear's itching, and yeah. This is actually harder than it looks, by the way. Yeah, I actually have a video coming out on that about the investigation. It's a short article from NBC News who says the sheriff's office in, I think it's LA County, is going to investigate him. That's fair. You know, there's a lot of allegations against him, and I don't want to belittle those allegations. I want to be fair. So we'll see what happens, you know? See what happens. And I've said the whole time I'm 50-50, 60-40, whatever it is, unlike Amber, where I'm like 99% sure that, you know, she's the abuser. Also, can we just discuss H bruises, all consistent with filter injection bruises, loads online for anyone who wants to compare her photos with many other people? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's photos of her online, and who knows how real, how fake. Here's what gets me. I've been there. It reminds me of my past situation and makes me sick. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't have a past situation. I've told you guys I get verbally abused, which I do. I definitely get verbally abused, but it's different. It's actually something. Verbal abuse is something. It's psychological, but it's different than someone actually abusing you. I mean, if my wife tried to hit me, I guess I'd just let her, and I'd be like, okay, can you please stop? You know, like, unless it was like completely, unless she just like socked me in the face, you know? But I don't know, man. It's hard for me to imagine because like I'm a guy who would never hit a girl unless it was like, if a girl like hit my kid, if a girl like hit one of my kids, something crazy, something really she deserved it, I probably would. Or, you know, if a girl I didn't know hit one of my kids, or I don't know, like physically attack me with a weapon, yeah, I'd hit a girl, but I wouldn't just like hit a girl because I'm like, I'm going to hit you because we're in a relationship, and I can't imagine doing that. So, you know, for me, I can't imagine another guy doing that. So it's tough. Obviously, they're out there, but, you know, does she watch? No, Amber Heard does not watch my channel. Some other more, you know, names have watched my channel that aren't Amber Heard. Doug Stanhope has seen my Twitter account. I made a video about that. I tagged him and he replied, so that was cool. You know, I'd love to get him on here one time. No, I don't even know who you're talking to, Tristan. You could not be talking about, but sometimes I'll just answer questions to be comical. Oh, my wife? She's seen it. She's seen it. Yeah. I mean, when I'll be honest here for a second, and I'm not going to hide this. The channel obviously makes money. It doesn't make a ton of money, and money is not the first priority for me. Like a lot of my videos, as I'm sure yours are demonetized. And I would take a demonetized video if it's important and, you know, people are going to like it over a monetized video. But once it started making money that's actually makes a little bit of a difference, she's like, okay, why don't you do YouTube? You know, but before that, she was like, you should quit YouTube. You should quit YouTube. You should quit YouTube. And I'm like, hey, you know, this is like X amount of dollars for the year. She's like, oh, that's pretty good. You know, then she showed her mom, and her mom was like, he made that much? And I was like, yeah, I fucking made that much. And you guys always interrupting me and telling me not to make videos and to shut up and all this shit, when if you guys would shut the fuck up, then I could grow an even bigger channel. So, yeah, she does see it. And some other people I didn't want to see it saw it, and it caused me a very bad problem in my life. And it almost caused me to quit, but I'm not going to quit because fuck everyone. And, you know, I pretty much gave up everything in my life except this YouTube channel. I used to play guitar. I used to draw pictures. I used to write novels. I'm a published author. But once you have kids and you get married, you could choose like one thing. Video games are pretty much gone. So I'm not going to give up my one last thing in life for anything, you know. So that's the deal. Yeah, but if I was a single guy and I didn't have kids and I wasn't married, then I could do like easily 3 videos a day. Like, you know, they see the quartering sits there and does like 5 a day. Geeks and Gamers sit there and do 5 a day. I could do that. and think of how much better that would be than one. One video could kind of flop, and then for 48 hours, you're down until the next one. So, yeah, I do. I can't play guitar. I can't. It's physically impossible. There's nowhere to play, and there's no place I could play unless I leave my house. So I had to. I played since I was 6. Trust me, I don't want to. I mean, I know pretty well what I can and can't do. And, that's the thing. I had to. Video games, I mean, I've got a Switch right back. I've got a Nintendo Switch right back there, but I can't play it because, that'll be a waste of time. Like, I have a day off now, and I got to get videos done. I want to do a live stream, and if I play Nintendo for like 2 hours, that wastes precious time that I rarely have. So I can play guitar right now, but that's not really doing anything. I have to keep moving, So, yeah, that's true. They won't be little forever, but that's another reason why, I got to spend time with them and do stuff. No, I'm never quit. There's never reason to quit a channel. Never reason to quit. I'm just talking about upload frequency, which might get hurt at some point. But I'd say even like 3 videos a week upkeeps, appearances and things, and that's fine. But you really want more than one a day. You really want at least 2 a day. If you're not doing 1 video a day, you're not serious about YouTube, then I'm probably not going to give you advice and talk to you and buddy up to you. You got to show me you're serious. People have come to me with channels and things, and I look at them, and sometimes I've gone a week without uploading. And I know life gets in the way. We all need breaks. But if I see those gaps all the time, then you're not that serious about it. Obviously, you're serious about something else in your life that's coming before YouTube. And if I could do it, you could do it. And if Tristan's a nurse and she could do it, you could do it. You could do better. You could do better. All right. Yeah, thank you, Renee. I appreciate everybody who appreciates me. I'm not sure if I appreciate people who don't appreciate me. I mean, I do. Anyone who watches and likes or even dislikes, then I appreciate. But I really appreciate the people who appreciate me. Yeah, I got a good family. So I lost my Twitter because Tristan jumped on, and maybe could have her on tomorrow or something. But if I start doing more lives in these hours, maybe it's more of a possibility. So we shall see. We shall see. All right. So our topic about Amber Heard in the thumbnail is like kind of over. It's been over an hour, but I'm still going to chill and be online. Let's see if I can find another tweet. Thank you, whatever. Thank you so much. I think we'll all be better if she does not lose this trial. I can't imagine, man. I can't imagine what's going to happen if she does not, if Johnny does not win this trial. The next live should be tomorrow at about the same time, but if my wife comes home, because I'm supposed to have the weekend off, but she said that the grandparents can't handle the kids, then it'll get canceled. Oh, wait, I might not get canceled because I might just take off work anyway. So let me try to find a little tweet. Let's see who we're following here. Whose tweet should we find? We have an open session here. Open session. Let's see. Let's see. John, I predict you will be with us long after others quit. Yeah, I'm never quitting. I'm never saying I quit. I doubt that would happen, but I'm saying my upload frequency might get disrupted sometime soon, but I'll always be putting out video. I can't see less than like 5 a week, which is like, I think a bare minimum is 5 a week for our type of videos. If you do videos, yeah, okay, so that umbrella guy is probably going to stop by, but he's still out, so he'll probably come by at some point. So I'm going to chill until he stops by. And got like 100 people, and I've never talked to him. So when I talk to him, we could probably, have a good conversation from the start about Amber Heard. So we'll see. That'll be cool. I'm here to chill. It's a good day for me. And if he comes on, that would be absolutely smashing. So You guys chill out for a minute, and I'm going to try to find a tweet that we could look at relevant to the case. Let's see. Maybe I should ask him to pick me up something. No, I don't need anything. I don't need anything. That would be good. That would be good. See, maybe he's coming. Maybe he's coming. We shall see. We shall see. It's kind of a cool. I never noticed the microphone there. So I think that Umbrella Guy knows more about the case than I do because he makes longer videos. He gets into the documents better. I just want people to enjoy my video. I mean, everyone wants you to enjoy the videos, but that's like the main thing for me. Click it on 6 minutes, be like, oh, that was great. That was like one YouTuber I watch a lot named John Talks describes a video as like, you know, a punch. So I want my video to be like a punch. You know, some people's videos, like you sit, you get into it, you think. I want my videos like boom, like I want it to hit you. My opinion hits you. You agree with what I'm saying. You agree with like the, you know, one piece of evidence for the day. And then you're like, wow, that was good. I want to see the next one. That's what I want to happen. And that would be great. The more concerned Amber gets, the more I worry about Johnny's safety. Yeah, I mean, she's nutty, but I mean, I'm sure he's got, you know, bodyguards and, you know, I wouldn't like seriously worry about that, you know? I wouldn't seriously worry about that. So I think we could say Tristan's officially gone because she's at work. By the way, you never actually know if someone's at work. I mean, I'm sure she is at work because she said she's a nurse. But Saturday night, I guess, I know nurses have crazy schedules. They could work 24/7. Hospital never closes. Perfect excuse. I get the idea. Okay. So, let's see. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to check out Adam Waldman's latest, since we're going to stay on the topic of Amber Heard and the edited. If you're tuning in now, we were talking about Amber editing the videos. That went for about half an hour, but there's not too much more I could say about that, you know. And I think that's why sometimes live streams do get off topic, is because they could go for like 2 hours. You can only actually talk about most things for only so long, you know. Okay, thank you so much for stopping by. Midnight in the UK. Okay. Well, I think in the US it's like just like prime time right now. It's like 7 p.m. So that would be great. I also invited Rob's Rules. He didn't come on. You know, looking for Adam Waldman's Twitter account right now. Because when you're alone doing this thing, you have to manage it. It's a little bit different. When you've got someone, you could do things while the other person is talking and things like that. And now I got to talk and rant and ramble and risk losing people because content is getting less potent. Now, I can't find a tweet. Well, I got to go. Thank you for showing the pictures, and I'm glad I can help you out. Good night, everyone. Now everyone's got to go because I can't. I'm going to find the tweet really fast, so people, please stop leaving. I'm trying to find a tweet. I'm trying to find. I can't find Adam Waldman and do this at the same time. I got to concentrate for 20 seconds here. Adam Waldman. Where are you? I got to, you know what? I hate to say this, but I have to unfollow people because I look through who I'm following for information. And if I'm just following people that are just there, then, yeah, it hurts me finding information. So unfortunately, I have to do it. I have to do it. There's no choice. Like, look, I can't find Adam Waldman's account because I'm following just a bunch of people out of courtesy to make them happy, but it's hurting my content right now. So I'm just going to have to unfollow at some point. Now I can't find it at all. Gosh darn it. I'm done. Can't find Adam Waldman. Let's see if Ruthie wants to join in. Okay. Get to some comments. Everyone's got to go. Take care. Almost 11. Good to see you. I guess Marilyn is joining in right now. I got to go. Nearly. Everyone's got to go. All right. Everyone's got to go. Maybe I'll just look for it live. Maybe I'll just look for it live. You know what? I'm going to do that. So here, I'm going to look for Adam's account live. And you guys could see who I'm following because it's not a secret anyway, because people you're following are actually visible to anybody. So here we go. So let's see. Profile and following. So here it is. Oh man, and by the way, Sergeant Slaughter followed me. This is the actual Sergeant Slaughter account. He's a WWE wrestler from the 1980s. He was on some G.I. Joe cartoons, and the guy followed me like 2 days ago. And I was like so happy because I'm a fan of Sergeant Slaughter. Okay. So here's who's here's who I'm following actually. So you could see some subscribers here. Here's John B, Star Wars Theory, and I'm looking for Adam Waldman. And as you can imagine, if I'm trying to look for Adam Waldman and I've got all these followers here in my way, it slows me down when I'm making content. So I might have to unfollow. Here it is. We got it. Okay, so he's on 12.4 thousand followers, which is pretty good. But, like I was saying about Adam Waldman, is that, they blame him for being on social media too much. And I think they actually kicked him off the case for being on social media too much. But his last tweet was a month ago. And sometimes, he didn't tweet for like weeks at a time. So I guess maybe they got him based on the information he was sharing, but I don't see how they complained that he was on social media too much. I mean, he's not even on it so much. I could take off my hat because it's kind of small and I need a haircut actually. Let's see, fix my hair. I'm not shy. If you make videos, just be natural, man. I hate when people tell me I can't make a video, want to get everything perfect. Nothing's going to be perfect. So just be cool and do what you got to do. And people usually get a kick out of things anyway, I'm staying. You can talk about what I want. Yeah, I'm talking. Brad Pitt's following me on Twitter. He said had to sneak up account because are you sure that's actually okay? Brad Pitt's not following you. Brad Pitt's got millions of followers. So this is his last tweet, and they do pretty good. His tweet here has almost 2,000 likes. So got the ads in there. And I really like checking these Twitters because, I don't know, people are pretty unhinged on Twitter. So we got Kat, and Kat is actually a member here. So thank you so much, Kat. The purpose of the tapes was to gaslight Johnny alone. Her statements on their oath's purpose was to gaslight the judge and the world. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, which I think most of you probably do, the term gaslight comes from a movie where a guy made his wife think that she was crazy by, what for one example was he bought her these, pearl necklaces or whatever that was, diamond rings or whatever, and he stole it from her bag. And then he said to her, well, what the fuck happened? I bought you these expensive necklaces and jewelry and they're gone. And, she freaked out because they were just in her bag. And then he kept doing this. So it's called gaslighting. So you keep doing things so people will think that, you're crazy. And, well, that's what she's saying Amber Heard's doing. So Amber Heard keeps putting out these messages and gaslighting to make people think that they're crazy for thinking that she's, guilty. But the problem with gaslighting is you can't actually gaslight someone unless you actually do something to them, unless you actually cause something. What's up? I sent you a link. If you want to jump on, you could jump on. I guess Ruthie, she's going to be at work too. Everyone I invite's conveniently at work. No, she probably is at work. I don't know. I believe women. They're at work, guys. I believe women. I believe they're actually at work. So Ruthie's been a friend since the beginning of my channel and Twitter, and she's gonna have a channel which I'm gonna promote pretty heavily, you know, when she has that channel. But we gotta get that channel moving, and I'm gonna work on that with her. I just have a terrible life. See, what did I say? She's at work. I said, did somebody hear me say she was gonna say she's at work? I know. I'm just messing with you. Everybody says they're at work, but yeah, you can jump on anytime. And she cooks, and I don't. I really need help cooking, but you know, when I ask her for these recipes, she sends me like this really long, complicated recipe with like 15 ingredients and like 10 steps. I'm like, whoa! I just need to know how to make like 1 plate of spaghetti with a little extra. You know, I can't make like shrimp tacos with like toppings and I can't do it. I'm so bad at cooking. I could be good if I wanted to, but Star, thank you so much for that membership. I appreciate that. But yeah, Ruthie, thanks for stopping by. So, you know, whenever you get a chance, I'm going to try to do more of these hours. But she's in, I think, on the West Coast, so the hours might be weird anyway. But yeah, thank you so much for that membership. That's great. And she's laughing. You always laugh. If people laugh, it's good. Hey, if I can make people laugh, that's great. So, let's see. Got a little white rabbit. JD was also under oath, as were all his witnesses. Just cements the fact that judge was very biased and bribed or paid. So she's talking about the UK trial, obviously. And this was a month ago, and that trial was over like longer than a month ago. Like there's some magic in court that makes people tell the truth. Even narcissistic, sociopathic, pathological liars who tell untruth like they breathe. What is this judge? See, I read that pretty nice. Read that pretty good. Yeah, I mean, you know, maybe I'll jump on a little. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Bye has an E, by the way, but okay, that's cool. Bye with me, but okay. I got it. Everyone's, you know, I bust chops. I'm really maybe not the nicest guy in the world, but that's okay. Because when someone's not nice, it means they're honest. So if you get a compliment from somebody who's like really nice, always complimenting, it doesn't mean as much. But if someone compliments you who's always honest and insulting people, then that's a real compliment, you know? Like, if you get a compliment from, say, Simon Cowell, you're like, oh, this is a pretty good compliment because he's always like trashing people. So, yes. Oh, he never said Johnny or his witnesses were lying. He just put no weight. Right. So yeah, this is pretty old already. This is about the you know, UK trial. And the thing about the UK trial is that the UK trial will be used against Amber, I think. You know, like if Johnny can get the appeal turned over before the Virginia starts, that's going to be, I think, great. 40 likes and 1 dislike. Yeah, someone must have disliked something I was doing. Someone always comes around and has some little dislike, and it doesn't bother me. Dislikes, you know, count about the same as likes. Oh no, I'm not sure. I have 93 likes and 1 dislike. And now I have 94 because I could like my own stream. YouTube actually recommends you like your own videos because, hey, you're still somebody watching the video. I think people once they were Johnny, it's too funny, block them. I haven't blocked anyone that actually has an opinion. I've blocked some people like putting up ads for like pornography and things on my channel, or just ads for you know, products and selling things. So, you know, that I'll block. But if someone's got an opinion like I hate you, you suck, you're wrong, I generally don't block those people. There was even some like crazy lady that Nerdettes made a video on that came around, and I didn't block her. I mean, people said she was a freak, she was dangerous, so I guess I'll ignore her, but I'm not going to block her. She could say whatever the hell she wants. 127 likes. Holy hell. Let's see. Yeah, you're right. I didn't refresh the page. 131 likes. I'm so happy about that. That's incredible. This is a long chat. Yeah, it's a long chat. We're just chilling. I'm just waiting to see if that umbrella guy shows up because I've got a chance to do a live with him, and I never have. So if anything, we could have a little chat and just touch base, and yeah, that would be nice. And it'll kind of like maybe refresh everything. Ah, okay. So maybe Rob will come in. Maybe Rob will come in. He sent at 8:50, and now Rob sent me a message like 10 minutes ago, and I sent him a link. Rob's got one daughter. It's a girl. She's very calm and quiet and under control. And I got three boys who go crazy and break shit and fight me and fight each other 24/7 and refuse to do things. Rob has it really easy with a quiet, nice little girl who just sits there and watches his streams. So it's not all equal when people have kids. Yeah, he might stop by. So I'm just chilling out. We're on an hour 40. Usually I'd end it now, but he said he's out at the store and he'll stop by in my live when he comes back. So we'll see. I mean, I won't give him forever. If it takes like another like 45 minutes, maybe I'll, be like, okay, got to end it. But he said he's stopping by. He said he's out at the store, and we'll see what happens. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think this is so private. Yeah, he said he's out at the store, basically. I don't think there's anything private about that. He doesn't want anyone to know. So, yeah, I will touch upon Caragh on this channel when I get a chance. At some point. At some point. It's too big to ignore. Umbrella Guy is awesome. Your channel is also awesome, John. You cover the facts. Yeah, thank you so much. I do cover a lot of opinions, but I will say if it's an opinion. Or I'll put out, like, rumor or whatever. So how's my hair look, guys? Said, I need a haircut. All right, let's fix that. Got like one little like Superman little thing hanging down there. All right. No, it's out of whack. It's out of whack. I'm having a bad hair day. Better than having a no hair day. Okay. John Paul, did you see a hilarious pic of... no, I didn't. You could send me that on a DM if you want, and I'll cover it. So... let's see what else I missed. My new name for AH is Nobody. It obviously bothers her to be called Nobody, so I'm going to use that to help realize that she is really nobody. Well, the sad fact is that, like, yes, she is a nobody, but at the same time, she's a somebody because she's involved in this case. So the fact that she got with Johnny Depp makes her a somebody by association with him. It's not a respectful way to become a somebody, but... in the same way you could say, like, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden's spouses are somebodies just because they're married to them. That's it. So just that's how it goes. That's how life goes. But it's not like a respectable case. You look like... I don't know what a beefcake is. What a beefcase is. Beefcake? Beefcase? You're making me screw up. I don't know. Maybe. You're gorgeous. Yeah. Not bad. I'm not ugly. There's no like big nose or droopy chin. I'm not ugly, but I definitely need a haircut. So I think YouTube like could make people look better, to be honest. Like if you just met me in the street, you'd be like, yeah, I don't know. I guess better than Elon Musk, not quite as good looking as Stevie J or Johnny Depp, but I don't know about Stevie. He's all right. I mean, I don't think about guys so much because I'm a straight guy, but yeah, I guess I could see why girls like, yeah, Stevie J. All right, whatever. My friend Charlie, and we're not going to get into it so much. So, man, she doesn't take care of herself, and that cocaine. Yeah, cocaine is something. I hear it does bad things to you. I haven't had it so many times, but maybe just once. I've been calling her Captain Ahab because she's a crazy person on a mission, and she doesn't care who gets hurt in the process. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, at some point we will call Amber Heard a nobody, but not quite yet, because unfortunately she is still somebody who was involved in the news, involved in this case, and that kind of thing. So unfortunately, she's not a good somebody. She's not a respectable somebody, but she is a somebody. Right. So my weekly screen time is up 34% for my iPhone. Great. I think it's because E cannot name her when discussing the case. I believe Umbrella calls her. Yeah, I guess I could think of a nickname for her. I'm not sure if that's what demonetizes the videos, is simply mentioning her name. It's unclear because they do have AI that puts in subtitles that demonetizes videos based on what you say. That could be it. But like I said before, like, obviously this channel's monetized. And, you know, obviously people donate and money is a thing, but it's not the most important thing. So if a video gets demonetized, then I'd rather do an important video and something against Amber than something monetized that's maybe not about her or something else when I get the chance. So, but yeah, they're not actually fully demonetized. Okay, they're what's called, I forgot what it's called. They're partly demonetized. What that means is they only get monetized for people who have YouTube Premium, which is like 10% of the YouTube users. So if your video gets, say, 5,000 views, then probably maybe 10% of those views get monetized, which is only 1,000 or less even. So you only get a part of that. So you really get, I've gotten like $3 for a video that gets 50,000 views, which is like nothing. That should be like a video that gets like 500 views. But since they've only like partial monetization, that's what it is. They don't get fully demonetized. But, you know, so not like every YouTuber wants to explain that every time they say a video. It is essentially demonetized. It's like 95% demonetized. So I think a video of mine that got 140,000 views that was partially demonetized made like $10 or something ridiculous, which should be like, you know, $300 or something like that if it hits those views. Or if people watch the ads or something like that, $200. Yeah, I'm supposed to make a Charlie t-shirt. Supposed to make a Charlie t-shirt. So, okay. Let's see. No interesting tweets. Waiting for Rob. Waiting for Umbrella Guy. Just chilling. See if we got any other interesting comments. Listening to the chat and Donnie Brasco. Yeah, I think that was one of like my favorite movies anyway. Like aside from Johnny Depp. So like, I don't know. That's got to definitely be like my favorite Johnny Depp movie. I mean, if it's one of my favorite movies anyway, then yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, it's a great movie. I didn't even know that was Johnny Depp when I saw the movie. Like I saw it, I don't know, when it came out. When is that movie from, man? I guess it was like 20. I don't know. Whatever. I was like, I don't know, 9, whatever I was. I can't remember. And I didn't know that was Johnny Depp. He did such a good job. Even though it was him. So I miss you. Here's your fun. Thank you so much, Tess. That is much appreciated. I'm just chilling out here. And I'm kind of at the end, but that umbrella guy might show up. So I'm going to stretch it out and see if he'll show up. And we'll just chill and talk for a little bit. So yeah, that's much appreciated. I like that profile pic, by the way. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I think you could be centered up a little bit more. I know, I'm real picky, just saying. But there's like a little too much white space, but no, it looks good. So yeah, that's incredible. I got to thank you for that super chat. Thank you for that super chat. How many times could I say it before people get aggravated and annoyed and leave? Thank you for the super chat. Okay, I'm done. Yes, that's amazing, Tess. And keep chatting, and I'll check out some of your other chats coming up. Let's see. Black Mass. I have not seen Black Mass. And yeah, by the way, man, thank you for hanging out. You've been here like 2 hours, man. Much appreciated. Yeah, I can't guarantee he's coming. He said he's going to stop by. He's out at the store. So if he doesn't come, don't go crazy, you know. But I'm chilling in case he does. So, you know. I mean, look, he's not running home to be like, I got to get on with the H. You know, he's got 120,000 subs. He does his own live. So he's not like running home to slam on his computer. You know, he'll probably come home and, you know, unpack his stuff and say hi to his kids and wife and whatever. Then, you know, turn on his computer, see if I'm still on, and maybe he'll jump on. That's how it is. He's not like jumping on like, whoa, here we go. You know, that's just how it works. There's a hierarchy of YouTube that's a very easy and natural thing to figure out. So, yeah, don't expect it. He probably will come, but if he doesn't, I can't say it's 100%. Just like Tristan, never 100%. Good day. What's up, Adega? How are you doing, man? It will be in the mail this week. I know. Okay, so Adega Outlaw is supposed to send me Chex Mix. And if you do, man, if you want money, I'll pay you money for PayPal. I don't want to ask for free. I don't want to scrub. I don't want to ask for free. If you want money, I will send you money. But I do also really want Chex Mix. And if you want to throw some Cheetos, I guess my kids would like Cheetos. But yeah, that would be great. And I'll definitely make a video, man. I love those box opening videos. That would be incredible. We'll get like, 300 views on the damn thing or whatever. But it'll be really funny. Yeah, I have a degree in computer graphics. And you know what? My thumbnails could be a lot better. But I do those in like 15 minutes. So imagine I had like, half an hour to spend on each one. But I love my thumbnails. I'll brag about it. I love them. They're great. I think it makes a difference in like the feel. Wait, Nerdette's just uploaded a video. But she said she's at work. Well, unless she's... Okay, what you could do is... see Nerdette's newsstand video from Nerdette's... Wait, she said she was at work. Jesus Christ, man. So, okay. But what you could do is... What I do is this. I upload a video, and then I put it on private. And once you put it on public, it uploads and it releases. So she might have had it ready, and then she released it now on her job. It's just a click of a button, but why would she do that? I mean, it's kind of like a weird time. Oh, it's not a weird time. Okay, maybe she did. Maybe she did. So sometimes, like, you watch a YouTube video and you think that they just made it and they edited it and they uploaded it. But sometimes these videos are sitting here for like, a day or something like that. So, All right, 146 likes. It's good. Yep. Good people like you and Tug are becoming our trusted source of news. Regular MSN is so corrupt. Yeah, I'm not a news source. I mean, I don't want people to consider me news. I report my opinion on the news. And, I'm going to tell you guys what I think the best I can. We live in a cancel culture time. And the cancel culture is not only fans, it's companies now. It's getting really fucking scary. So I'll probably make a second channel to address that. If I get a job I'm applying for, I'll have Mondays off, and I'll be able to make a second channel, and I'll be able to do like Sunday night lives. Yeah, I would. You could DM me that. I don't want to send too many people my address. I mean, no big deal. I can't really get a P.O. box. So I have to be careful. But if I see you, I've talked to you, yeah, maybe, Midnight's Edge, $5, man. Dude, you're going to make up for all the super chats I sent you. I mean, I sent him like $2 at a time. I'm going to say maybe about 10 times. So I really appreciate that, man. But that's great, dude. Sorry I couldn't make it today. I owe you one. Yeah, it's no big deal, man. No big deal. Because I go live spur of the moment. And if you guys don't know, Midnight's Edge, he's not in the Johnny community, but he's in the community of YouTubers who are spreading the truth. And he does things concerning Marvel, Star Wars, and more about the content of, the media than the personal things. But he does the personal things too. But it's more about entertainment than this channel has, come down to. So I'm going to put that in the chat. You guys are going to... He's 18,000 subs. It's pretty good, man. Last time I checked, it was on like 15,000. It's been a while, but it's still a 3,000 jump since I last checked. So let's see what we got here. I'm going to put that in the chat. And you guys definitely give him a sub. One of the best guys in the community. So Midnight's Edge After Dark. Mead. Here, please subscribe. So by the way, Tom, Umbrella Guy might come on. So I'm just chilling. So that'll be cool. I'm sure you've probably done a live with him at some point. Because he gets around that community also. He's also kind of like, oh, wait. We might have him now. We might have him right now. Right now.
Hey there. What's up, man?
What's up? I got to put Tom's link. I'm sure you know Tom, man. Right?
Oh, yeah, man. Tom's a great dude.
So I'm going to put Tom's link in the channel. I was just doing that. So he just super chatted, and that's more than I could ask for, man. $5 from Tom is like a gift from heaven.
Yeah, Tom's a good dude, man. I like him.
Tom's the best, man. Tom's the best. So you guys, I got Tom's link right there, and I'm sure Umbrella Guy could tell you Tom's just one of the most stand-up guys I know. So definitely give him a sub. So what's up? We never actually formally met.
I know we like crossed paths on one live stream one time, way back.
Right, right.
It's on
Yeah,
that
no,
charity
thank you.
live stream. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, obviously, thank you for stopping by. You've got an incredible channel, you know, and I think you cover details a little bit more than I do as far as like documents and things like that. And
I'm neurotic, man. I can't help it. I need to.
no, that's
I got
great, man. That's great,
Yeah,
man.
no, I mean everybody, what I like about YouTube is that anybody can pick up a microphone, anybody can cover it, and they can cover it
Mm.
their way, and that's a beautiful thing. So you can listen to six people cover something, and you have six different pieces of a puzzle. When you put them together, man, you get a lot of stuff that way. You get a lot of details. I listen to a lot of people in that.
Yeah, no, absolutely, dude. I mean, you know who John Talks is, and I think some people in this chat do too. And my videos are more like his, like 6 minutes, punch you in the face, real quick, real out there. Try to hook attention. So
Yeah. Well, YouTube, the interesting thing about YouTube is if you look at your metrics, only about 4% of your views come from subscribers. So my subscribers know what's happening with this, but the people that I'm picking up, there's
right.
possibly 96% of the hits on my video are brand new people that don't know what's going on. They may know a little bit of it, but a lot of people don't even realize that that there were two trials. I mean, still, as much stuff is going on, some people think this is still the same trial. So,
Well, yeah, I mean, the general public doesn't exactly know. Like the UK was pretty much like a warm-up trial for the Virginia trial.
It was I figure it was. I always look at it as like I don't know, a almost $2 million publicity campaign, like telling people this is what truly happened. The media, it was the only way to get it out, because you look at how the media, I like saying the media, they're not culpable, they're complicit. They're in on this. We've seen.
Yeah, I know.
So, I mean, how do you get around that? If you want to go out and do this, you have to. Johnny Depp's so big that when they put the information out there, people like Adam Waldman, he's smart in that. He understands that he's one of the few people I credit him. I don't credit the rest of the team enough. I'm guilty of that for sure, but he is the one that understands the fight here. You can lose in the courtroom and win. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think you're referring to like how he posts on social media, things like that.
Yeah. Well, it's not just. He's not just posting on social media. I mean, he's fighting he's using the court of social media in a way that a smart lawyer. I've seen a few lawyers do that, but by and large, a lot of people still depend on the courtroom. The courtroom is fixed, man. If you get justice as a man, congratulations, you're one of the few.
Well, yeah. So you're saying like you wouldn't be surprised if Johnny didn't win this case?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a hopeful person. I'm not a pessimist, but I'm a pragmatist, and everything I see.
I'm with you. I'm totally with you. Yeah, it's just there's a jury, there's a ton of evidence, and at some certain point, like how can they explain if she wins? How can they couldn't explain it with the UK, like that might get appealed, and it's pretty obvious that the judge was connected. So
you look at society, though. Society, like you put somebody like Amber Heard out there crying, it gets a lot of clout, man. There's a lot of clout in it. Someone sitting out there saying that a person abused me. Like I said, instinctively, there's a book. There's a fascinating book. It's called "Destroy a Man Now" or "Damn," and it is a play-by-play on how to destroy a man's life.
Right.
And it's this. It's literally it's like the Amber Heard playbook. Yeah.
Right. So I never asked you. I haven't seen your content on this yet, but obviously the big elephant in the room is the Evan Rachel Wood and Marilyn Manson thing. So
yeah.
Where do you stand on that?
I've been saying like two different ways. Okay. I do not believe in trial by social media. I oppose that in that case. In the Depp case, I oppose the idea that he's an abuser, period. But I don't know in the Manson case. I have no idea. The problem with this is the accusation poisons the well right away, because you and I, we're talking about, do you think he's guilty? You know, I mean, it's already a poisoned well. Like we're already talking about someone being guilty. We're basically trying to get the idea out of our mind that he's not. We're trying to figure out if he's innocent, and I mean, that's not justice, man.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Well, the big thing that the people who are on her side say is, well, there's all these other women that came out against him. There's 10 other women, so how could they all be wrong? You know what I mean? Like,
I covered Vic Mignogna for 13 months. Yeah. If people don't know, Vic Mignogna, voice actor, a dub voice actor for Dragon Ball Z, biggest name, built himself from the ground up. People came out and they were accusing him. You had all of these accusers. He's one of the most photographed people out there. No video evidence, whatever. You know, they were calling him a pedophile and all kinds of fucked up stuff. And they destroyed his. Do you have any problem with profanity while I'm live?
No, it's not for kids, or the cop is going to get me. So yeah, go right ahead, man.
I just make sure, you know, some people don't. I profane a lot. I don't do it in my.
I'm from New York. I fucking curse.
Yeah. Well, you know, I do it in live streams, but I don't do it in videos.
You're free to say whatever you want.
Okay, what you know, with Vic Mignogna, you know, I worked in mental health for the longest time. I worked with abused kids, so accusing someone of being a pedophile. Like if they're truly a pedophile, they need to be burned down. But this stuff we do societally, that's messed up, you know? So I looked into that case. He had, like I said, all of these accusers. Hugging people at conventions was called pedophilia. That's what they were saying. Right. Oh, he hugged me, and 13 years later, I want to call him a pedophile, even though I stood in line to get that hug, you know. And then a bunch of workers that were all friends, they came out with some of the weirdest stuff. Like, again, it was not real. It was fake, but there were numbers on those people's side. You could tell this stuff was fake, but still they had numbers. Numbers mean shit online, you know?
You know what I could do, man? I'm actually a published author. I could write one of these confessions and, you know, I could just make a picture of myself with Marilyn Manson and I could get real emotional. I could say, there it is.
Oh yeah. You know,
what's to, you know, stop someone from, you know, doing that? Or how could someone say to me, I'm lying? Look, I wrote a confession. I'll look up things about his past, where he lived. I'll use details. It'll seem really fucking real. And I'll think about, you know, something that happened to me in my life and I'll get emotional. And there you go.
Well, people confuse empathy. You know, having empathy for if you tell me you're a victim of domestic violence, I have empathy for you. You know, that's horrible. It will fuck your life up. But if you want to burn someone's life down with an accusation, that's different. We have to have a different mindset. And people confuse that, you know?
Yeah, I agree. What I told people was this. I made a video about, I don't know, 3 days ago. It says, I believe real women. So I looked up some women who were abused, like teachers, nurses, you know, doctors, somebody who, if they come out with the abuse, can't gain so much from it, who is just coming out because they're, you know, frustrated and they want to seek help. And those are the women I wouldn't doubt. Like, why would I doubt a waitress who comes out and says she was abused? Why would I, you know, I'd say, okay, maybe still 50-50. Let's see the guy's side of the story. But I wouldn't automatically assume, what's she trying to do about this? If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can't believe the idea. I just call it believe all hashtags. I don't call it believe all women or listen and believe. It's believe all hashtags. You know, you can't do that. It's this assumption that people are honest and people lie. They lie all the time. Right, you know,
right.
If you would, you know, if you really believe all, then apply that same thinking to allowing strangers into your home or allowing them in your bank account. Let's see how that works out for you, you know. But you'll allow them in your head. So I don't know.
I got to thank Rick for the super chat. It's been there for a few minutes. So I don't see a super sticker or I don't see a any text. So thank you very much, man. That's appreciated. So yeah. Thank you, Rick. If you want to drop a comment, I'm sure to get to it. I'm looking at the comments here. I'm not seeing any questions. Some compliments for us, so that's nice. Hi, Tug. Tug, are you satisfied with the comic book sales? That took some doing.
Yeah, I'm very happy. I mean, it's we outdid the other book. We we came in at about 158. So, I mean, that's amazing. That is absolutely mind-boggling stuff.
Yeah, that's
I
great.
mean, that's how that's how we offer alternatives. I'm burned out on the mainstream comic industry. Those people act terrible. They act terrible with their consumers, and they're killing the industry. So,
Oh yeah, I know. I don't cover it myself. I used to be into comics like in the 90s.
yeah.
Like the death of Superman and Killing Joke, and when Azrael became Batman, if you remember those storylines with Batman and those DC storylines, like those major storylines with Doomsday. So that's kind of when I was into comics.
Yeah, right before the crash, basically, right before that comic book the
Right.
speculator crash. Yeah.
Right. So I actually used to write comics. I worked for a newspaper and I had my own strip for like 4 years. So I used to love comics. It's just once I came to Japan and started studying this, and I kind of drifted away from it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've drifted. I got bored with a lot of comic books. I grew up on it. I mean, that's the big thing. I grew up on it, but I drifted into manga and all kinds of other stuff too. But I still, I find value in comics, and they're taking that value away from a lot of people. A lot of people have walked away from them, and I'm hoping that we can introduce that and have fun with it. I mean,
well, I know obviously because of the SJW infestation.
Yeah, we're fighting.
Like, same thing with
this
Star
is a
Wars.
culture
Like,
war.
at a certain point, how much abuse can you take? See, they're actually abusing fans, which is obviously it's totally different than like physical abuse. So I can't quite compare the two, but it is psychological abuse to the fans, and some people just have no idea that there's like this abuse going on between like the companies and the fans, like especially Lucasfilms.
They feel entitled to your money. It's like this. Lucasfilm has been saying, and Lucas again. We're talking Disney. Disney is Marvel. So I mean, it's all the same company. We're fighting the same thing, but they think that they're entitled to your dollar, your time, and they also think that it's a privilege for you to interact with them. People like Mark Waid have said that. Mark Waid, if people don't know, I mean, he's a huge. I don't think you're privileged to interact with me online. I'm just some dude like with a microphone, and I've been fortunate that people show up to my channel when I make stuff,
yeah, absolutely, man. I remember I subscribed when you had 42,000, and that was I think before you did the Amber case.
Yeah.
And I think at that time, if you remember, this is random. Doomcock gave you a shout out because you said you got unsubscribed from his channel. So I think that was the point of subscribe. I think at like 42K at that point.
Yeah, I like those guys. See, it's been nice to see all the people around. Like, I've known Yellow Flash since I started, for example. He and I started the same time. So,
right. He's doing great too. He's doing really good. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And like Nerdrotic was one of the people. He was the same thing. He was small time with it, and we all started at the same time. I know all these people, so it's cool to watch people do this now. I keep to myself generally. I don't, I'll pop on like this. I go in Yellow Flash's stream like tonight, later on, I'll go on his stream. But typically I don't ever go off my channel. I used to argue with people and stuff. I don't do any of that stuff anymore. Yeah,
I know what you mean. It gets tiring and like it's kind of wasted energy. Once in a while I can't help it. I mean, but I see exactly what you're saying. This live stream is actually about the newest news about Amber Heard. Was like I don't know, maybe yesterday, that she wants to edit testimonies that are against her.
Yep.
So
yeah, she doesn't. She doesn't want. I find like she's showing her hand on this. Like people got really mad at me when I said that the Adam Waldman I haven't covered this one yet. Okay, the sister and Io Tillett Wright. There's a question in both subpoenas that asks about them getting paid over $10,000, and Adam Waldman doesn't mess around. Or that team. I shouldn't just say Adam Waldman, but that team doesn't mess around. They don't speculate. They don't fish. They a good lawyer always has the information in, and they let you hang yourself with it. Well, that's what they've been doing. Some people were like, "Don't cover that until it's out." No. I'm going to cover it because, they're telling us, they're saying that they accepted bribes for testimony. And we already know that.
Right.
Josh, what the what was his last name? Josh.
I can't remember.
Shit, I
I'm
can't think
pretty
of.
bad with names.
Yeah, Rocky Pennington's man. I can't think of his
Right.
last name.
Oh,
I'll watch
okay, the guy who was on the deposition video.
Yeah,
I
the
know. I know
picture
who you're
guy.
talking about.
Well, he
Yeah.
if you go through all of his statements, like there's text, and she's
Drew.
asking at the time. Yeah, if she's asking at the time, it's on the deposition. You can look at his deposition that's out there. She's asking them to give statements. Josh Drew, thank you, Kat. That's but she's asking them to give statements, and at the same time, they're talking about money stuff. I mean, it's
Mhm.
you know these people have their lifestyle supported by that. So yeah, we already know there was payoff. It's just seeing it flagrantly called out. I imagine there's this trial is going to be glorious. There's going to be so much good stuff.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried because I'm kind of switching jobs. I'm kind of worried how much free time I'll have because this is going to be huge. You know, it could go like two ways for me. Either I'm going to have a lot or a little. So I'm just praying that one of the jobs comes through where I might actually have off Monday and only work 4 days a week.
Well, I cover it with I've got a full time like a pretty exhaustive job, but I don't know. This is something with family and everything. I mean, there's a component of it. Obviously, it's a source of income, but it's also I hope that what I can cover online actually makes a difference at the end of the day. You know, so I just can't stop myself. I think being able to advocate for justice for men as well as, I mean, really justice for anybody. I think that's important for us to do.
Well, the thing about, Johnny Depp is coincidentally kind of like Michael J. Fox with Parkinson's. Is like with Parkinson's, like Michael J. Fox said, there wasn't a face to the disease until he got it. You always thought about, my older uncle or grandfather, but he put a face in that disease. So if Johnny Depp can win this case, he'll put a face on male victims of abuse. So it'd be kind of important.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, you can cover anything online, but there are some fights that are actually worth fighting. I could sit around and bitch and moan all day long about comic books or what I don't like in the movies, and again, entertainment culture is important to a degree, but this guy's having his life and livelihood just erased. That is the fight. If that's not important, I don't know what is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I honestly, I don't know what to think about the outcome of the case. I could see it going. I could see them coming up with some verdict that there was some mutual things going on. I think that's where they're going to end up. That's my prediction.
I'm not sure where. I'm wondering about the trial. I don't know how the trial will go, but I try to caution people about investing too much into the trial, thinking it'll go the right way. When I do videos, when I'm like, oh man, this person just got burned on it. It's because, like the charity thing, for example, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what a courtroom says. Amber Heard is a liar. Everybody knows it now. If she lied about $7 million and took clout for 4 freaking years from it, then what else does she lie about and take clout from for 4 years?
Yeah. I mean, but how could that not be proved in court? You know what I mean? Like obviously, like it's just she's been caught in some blatant lies, like 100%, like the charity thing, and some other timeline lies. Like that should be factual in the case.
Should be, again, we look at justice, we look at this like it's a fair system, and it's not. We think, oh, if you just show evidence. Well, we saw that doesn't matter. We saw the UK played. The judge went in with, if we say that the guy, if we ignore everything else, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He wasn't bought off. Let's just give him that. If that's the case, he went in with a mindset that Johnny Depp was guilty, and he proved that.
Right. Some people are asking if we're going to go to the case. I'm in Japan. I literally can't walk outside my house without taking my wife and kids with me. So I mean, if you knew me, that's an incredibly ridiculous question. No offense, but you're in America, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best too. I'm gonna see what they allow for coverage. They said that they're going to allow people in, with journalists, for journalists to be in,
Okay.
and um, so I've gone through and I'm gonna try. Like if
Right.
I'll probably drive out there or fly out there or whatever, and at least take some of it in. But if they won't let us in, I'm not gonna stay for the
Right.
entire
Yeah.
trial.
Yeah.
I'm,
Yeah, I can't go to 7-Eleven without like taking one of my kids or something. So, and the costs, and plus what's going on in the world right now with the beer bug,
yeah.
like, I mean,
Yeah.
that's just, I know, I'm sure people don't know me. Not everyone knows. They know I'm in Japan. I say it every video, but like, people can't understand. Like, if you don't have kids, you don't understand what it's like to have kids. Like, you just don't. You can't imagine. There's no talking about it. You just gotta, try to listen to what people are telling you about it. I mean,
I'd like to go just to see how it plays out. And there's a lot of stuff that we were lucky that we had a journalist on the inside with Nick Wallace. They covered.
Oh yeah,
part of it.
yeah.
But even he, I feel like we need some people that have spent a lot of time. Like I know Nick Wallace now has spent a lot of time covering. When he went in, though, he hadn't. So when you're looking at the evidence being presented, what's being argued, what's being omitted, like what they're not covering, I would find all of that fascinating. I'd love to have a person inside that could give us a daily, blow by blow on that. I don't know if Yellow Flash is still talking about going. He said he may. I don't know. It'd be interesting. I'd like to go down there and.
Yeah, well, that would obviously be like super beneficial. You could do a bunch of fun videos. I don't know what your style is, but I'd do like 5-minute clips of me standing outside and things like that. And those videos alone would probably get like tens of thousands of views. Like that Unbox dude did, just out there. Like that would be great, man.
I mean, I would just like to be able to tell people what's going on. Now, unfortunately, every video I've. I'm going to be I'm not going to say a lot on this. I found a way where I can normally get my videos through them looking at it, but every video I do, and it's not a title or a thing there. The titles and my title cards and all of that, that's a reaction to the YouTube system. It's kind of a middle finger. It's like, yes, screw you. If you're going to do this in my videos, but I found a way to get most of them through, but I cannot get a video through the day of. So I could get tens of thousands of views, but I'm not even going to recoup travel costs. So that's
right. Well, you're not only going for the cost; you're going. It's a life experience.
Well, yeah, but I've got a family. When I'm dropping thousands of dollars to
right. Yeah.
This is no. I look at it as a business. I have to. I have like right now. I'm taking time away from my children. I'm taking time away from it. So I do look at that. The YouTube stuff that I do. I try to be non-biased. I try to go out and, be humble, everything that we want from people that cover stuff. But at the same time, whatever that thing makes, that betters my kids' lives.
Right. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I couldn't convince my wife it was like a business for a long time. She thought it was just like playing a video game. Like, oh, stop it. So it took me a little while.
Well, that's the same thing. I told my wife that, if I covered, we would have something secondary. It would be, it would help, which it does. I mean, frankly, it does. My daughter had medical issues I've talked about, and it helped cover that stuff. So it's helped with a lot of stuff. But at the end of the day, like I said, YouTube is not our friend with this, and they've been actively I'm very careful about how much I say on the algorithm and stuff.
I know.
They're actively suppressing a lot of you'll notice like most people that cover it, even I have problems, with some videos, but this topic, as big as it is, should make huge waves, and it makes decent waves, but not considering there are millions.
Right. It definitely gets more than normal, but it doesn't get what you'd expect from it.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, if I, at the same time, if I just wanted to go in and cover pop culture and stuff, I would just cover Star Wars, and I would have covered more of the Gina Carano stuff. Nothing against that. That's important. That is an important topic, but it's just, I don't know, men's rights, victim rights. That's important to me.
Yeah, I mean, also, like, let's be honest. Like what I said, like you had 42,000, I think, when you started this case. You correct
Yeah.
me if I'm wrong, something like that.
Hmm.
So, like, right now, like I've got 13,000. I had 1,800 when I started this case.
Right.
So I've now got 11,000 people, probably 90% watching for this case. So I can't flip topics. It doesn't. It's not even. It has to be some kind of celebrity. At this point, it's changed the channel theme basically.
I don't know. I just cover what I like sometimes. I have a like I'll take down some videos though. I removed 2 videos this week if they do not hit a baseline of
Mm-hmm.
8,000 views. They have to. That's my baseline for it over time. But I cover all kinds, just whatever entertains me. I figure if
Well,
people watch, they'll watch.
that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm having things that don't hit my baseline. My baseline's less than yours because I have a lot less subs, but my baseline's I'd say 500.
Right.
And if it gets like 300 views, I'm like, yeah, it kind of makes the channel look bad.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So, it depends. Like I've left up 300 views one time. Base 1,000's my pretty much, what I want to hit. So
Yeah, I mean, I consider like really 10% of your
right.
people should really be what you're aiming for. I don't know. There's some things out there I like. Like I wanted to laugh at the Gorilla Glue thing,
Oh, right.
But I mean, I don't know. I do get tired of messing with YouTube every now and then too. That's why I'll cover other stuff. And also, honestly, if you don't want your channel to die after this case,
Mm-hmm.
you want to invest in other stuff too. But it's an important, like I said, it's an important case. This case too, it's not going to end. She's going to retaliate. She's already shown us she's going to retaliate. She's going to go out. She's going to sue Johnny Depp, and it's going to go on for another freaking year.
Yeah, it's not gonna end anytime. It's not gonna end like once some people think the case ends, it's over. There's gonna be aftermath, and to an extent, like Johnny Depp's so big, I'll be supporting him forever. I mean, till this channel's he's always gonna be part of this channel, to an extent anyway. So,
Well, I'm going to do something. I've already started it in motion. I hope people will definitely share the hell out of this video when I do it because it'll cost money. I'll be putting in about $700 into it. But what I'm going to do, our theaters down here, they allow you to rent out showings of movies. Since Depp can't get into the theaters, I'm going to buy the freaking theater showing, and I'm just going to show some Depp movies, and I'm going to turn that into a video. Just to say something on it. It'll be, and if people show up, like if they don't know anything about it, invite people, put out an ad. Hey, you want to show up? And then give them like a little thing to hear about, this is what's going on.
Yeah, I'll promote it for you. Let me know, man. It won't do so much good. I'll get you like an extra 100 views on it, but hey.
Well, no, I mean, I've already started setting it up in motion. Cool. I've already talked to the theater and everything about it. So I've already got it.
Maybe more than 100. I mean, my channel's a little bigger than that by now. But yeah, not like you're gonna get like an extra 5,000 views. A couple of hundred or something.
Your channel's not small. Like, man, it took me a year to get to 1,200 or 12,000.
No, me too. Yeah, the first year is super slow. I mean,
the first 1,000 and then the first 10,000 is a pain in the butt. The first 1,000 is a lot of work, and 10,000 unless you find a topic. Some people are lucky. I mean, some people, the algorithm gods love them, and they blow up and they get
right. They happen upon like I think some of the Johnny channels don't realize how hard YouTube is, and they just blew up because of the topic. And I'm watching them like, oh, this guy's getting like 100 subs a day now. It took me like because they're all doing Johnny. I don't think they think, oh, this is how YouTube is. I make some videos, I get 100 subs a day. And, it's not like that. They just happen upon the topic, I think,
I don't interact with a lot of other channels. I watch a lot of channels, but I don't interact with very many people. What will happen to this thing as it goes forward? I've already seen this stuff. Unfortunately, what was about Johnny Depp, it becomes about other people. You'll see self-policing, you'll see bickering and drama, which we see here and there. And I don't want to be part of that. Like I've seen it happen. I saw it happen with the Vic Mignogna stuff. I've seen it happen with other stuff. I want this thing. It's not about it's not about any of us. Ultimately, we have opinions on it, but it's about, whether or not this guy can get justice. So I don't know. I don't I don't keep up with what other people do as much. I watch the videos when they come up. I can't even tell you who put the video together most of the time.
Yeah, I watch like my friends, like Tristan and Darth News. I consider like kind of like friends, like internet friends. So I watch them, but I don't just like watch, oh, this looks interesting. Like but I follow numbers. I just check on people's how the views are doing, things like that. I don't, sit there and watch content for any amount of time. I mean, I'm following political stuff. I don't talk about it here, but that's like the important stuff, but when I'm checking celebrity stuff, then that's what I'm looking for.
My depth videos, I just put more time into those videos than anything because I have to redact all the wording. That's part of getting around the YouTube scrub bot. You gotta, if people wonder why their videos get slammed a bit, it's because they have the name Amber Heard in them. I'm talking about her name in print. Like, it hurts you. It does.
I thought you'd get more views if you did that, though. Like, if you don't put her name in it, then people don't know what it's about, and it gets less.
Yeah, they do, because I put her name in the title, and that's it. Like, that's all I got to do.
Right.
But there's like I said, there's a method to the madness. There's a method, but there's something about the demonetization. See, when we say demonetization, it sounds like it's all about money, but really it also throttles the subject. We already face shadow banning on a lot of stuff. You can, there's a way to tell videos get shadow banned. I'm not going to mention that either, but about 70% of my content is shadow banned. That's why it doesn't way out there. Like, it doesn't jump way out there.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
But this topic, for a video, typically, like I said, I'm neurotic. Like, I'll sit down and it's got to sound right to me. So I'll record the whole video over again if I don't like the sound of it. I'll record sections again and again until I get them where I want them. But they're taking, not including research time, they're at least taking 2 hours to 3 hours at a pop. Now, again, somebody like Incredibly Average, his videos take God knows how long, but I'm doing daily content.
Yeah, I'd love to get him in a live, man. I'm just thinking he might be nervous to make more videos or whatever.
Maybe he just said what he wanted to say,
Nah, there's a lot more. There's got to be more to say at this. No, he planned them more videos. He just canceled them.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I would be interested in, regardless of what motivates him or anything else. That guy is one of the reasons. Well, really, the reason I looked further into it. I looked at him, and then I looked at ifod.net. I looked at their site. And went from there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, hold on for 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay?
Yeah, sure. Damn, my mouth is so dry. It's terrible. But gotta thank that Umbrella Guy for coming in. You guys could check out his channel if you haven't. He's got a lot more subscribers than me. But I have some. It's all good.
You've got plenty. Plenty.
Yeah.
It's you're maxed out. You're not a tiny channel. In the scope of thing, we're all tiny channels. Like 100.
Right.
Anything, but at the same time, I'm happy with my level.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy too, man. It's all good. Yeah, this has been like, I think, one of the best communities that I've seen, ever. The Johnny community is just like so. I don't see much infighting. I don't see much like pettiness. It's just really everyone's there. They just want to support Johnny and get his word out there. And it's just,
I don't know. I see infighting. Every community has it. Everyone,
Well, not as much as other communities. Let's put it that way.
Well, if you want to look at like the I Stand With Sophie stuff. Oh my God, that stuff has gone insane. I was looking at it recently, and that's just an insane. It went crazy. So yeah, this is a good nurturing, supporting, and especially I think a lot of drama comes from the people that put out something, not the people who engage in content. I don't think that's as much drama. Right. But when, I don't know. I don't subscribe to, I like the people around. I want to get, I like everyone, but I don't subscribe to being part of a hashtag, or I'm just me. I'm just talking about what I want to talk about. Mm-hmm. I don't want to be told what to do, with policing of tone. There's some people who don't like, for example, they don't like, content or thumbnails, and that's fine. You have your own opinion, but if I'm part of that, like I said, I'll be me out here, and then the drama never matters.
Well, I love thumbnails. I have a CGI degree, so
I'm lazy about thumbnails. I put in, you see my style. My style
oh,
is
I see your style. I know you have like the set text and the set color. Well, its consistency is good though, because even though it's not beautiful, people know exactly what they're getting. So
well, and I I only have so much time. I'm like 7 days. Like if you spend 4 hours on something plus research time, when it's like 4 in the morning, I'm like, man, I haven't slept yet.
Yeah, I don't do so much. I do some research. I want to do enough research so I'm not getting it wrong, basically, and then I, move on. And Josh has a question. Why do you think the mainstream media is not putting a spotlight on Amber even after the audio?
Because they're complicit. They're part of this. I don't know if you covered with the Adam Waldman stuff. He talked about Powers Court. That's their PR team. The PR team. He put out a letter from them addressing a media outlet that you could tell that they've talked before, and they're sending them out to God knows how many other places. They were leaking court documentation to them, but they were also writing their article. Basically, these are the sections you need to say. Here's here's our quote from it. They're complicit in this.
Right.
They believe, again, you see the social movement. You see how these people think. They believe all hashtag, like I said, and they get something from it. So that's why.
Yeah, it's the same thing in the political spectrum. Is that obviously the media is like totally in on it. Like the media is like pretty much just controlled by, certain political parties.
I hate all political parties personally myself. I think
but you could see how the media is controlled, but it's not really what they think. It's not actual reporting. It's not investigative reporting. It's just like narratives, basically.
I don't think it. I think honestly, what we saw in politics was because an outsider got in. It wasn't about sides. I think an outsider got in, whether you like that outsider or not. Whether you can hate him, but he was an outsider. He was a political outsider, and they made every move to make sure that, that person was ousted, and they're out to punish anyone that supported an outsider, because again, that's their game. That's their shield. All of us are pretty much united in the fact they teach us to hate each other. They teach us like division, and you and I may disagree fundamentally on all kinds of things, but as people, we're closer than they want to let us on. They would have us killing each other in the streets because, hey, that supports them. And
I totally agree with you politically, and like not getting politics, but if some people expect me to have a certain political view because I support Johnny, and I think they kind of have it backwards, like their political view is actually kind of wrong. But
I think a lot of people need to wake up to I think a lot of people need to wake up to how we got here. When I saw the Manson stuff come up, and I saw people's reaction to it, where they were willing to burn him down, and they tell me all these reasons. I was like, dude, that's why we're here. If you can't see that, then it's part of it.
Yeah.
It's part of the problem, guys. It's just there's a social mindset that needs to change. There are people.
I agree. Unfortunately, it seems like it's just getting stronger. It's just starting. It seems like we're not at the end of it. It seems like the beginning of it.
Well, it's because we've gotten to the point in society where we allow a shrill minority of people to scare us. We apologize. They can scream about us being racist, sexist, istophobes, and we apologize for it. Screw that, man.
No, I'm sick of it. Dude, I'm actually going to end this one up. I'm on 2 hours and 30 minutes here. So let me just do some thank yous for the people who have been listening to the stream, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Gene Rick, thank you very much. Kat, thank you very much. Tess, appreciate it. Nibs, Nicole, Kerry, Kathleen, Hound, nice to see you. Hound's been subbed here since I had like 100 subs for like years. Much appreciated, man. Jay Lee, thank you very much. Eve, Tammy, let's see, Dark Angel drops comments all the time. Kit Fistel, sorry, get to your question, man. Humility, Deanne, Kay, Cement Shoe's been there a whole 2 hours and 30 minutes. Thank you so much, man. That's much appreciated. June, Victoria, thank you so much. And yeah, Patricia, John, yeah, I got to thank everyone in the chat. Let me put your channel in the chat one last time, and let me, if you want to, just whoever's listening now isn't subscribed, if you could tell us about your channel.
Well, I mean, it's I don't know. I cover comics. I cover whatever's interesting to me. But right now, I'm covering due process case. You know, That Umbrella Guy. Tonight, I will be on with Yellow Flash too,
Cool.
as well, and we go on there now. That can be a really crazy live stream. You know, it gets really crazy sometimes. So if you want to tune in again, you know, if you have any problem with profanity or crazy topics, if you have limits, there it might not be for you, but you should definitely check it out because it's a lot of fun.
No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but guys, we got to go. I got to thank you for stopping by, man. It's been a long time behind the scenes. I've been trying to get you on for a little while, so it's great,
Yeah,
man.
man. You know, I'd have came on earlier, but we were trying to fix something, so I was out in town.
It's all good. No, I'm just happy you stopped by. We could finally actually touch base. So yeah, you guys, sorry to end a little abruptly, but just going on over 2.5 hours now. So, and Kat, yeah, thank you. I can never end. I'm so bad at ending streams, but we are done. You guys have a great night.